Either way, we're live on my channel.
Yeah.
Who dat?
Who dat?
Who dat? Not really, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're a little bit late, but not too bad. The game still hasn't technically started yet. What'd you say?
The game hasn't started yet, so we're alright.
Yeah. So I actually have to figure out how to get to the. Oh, here we go. All right. Watch the live main broadcast because I have to pay for 30 different streaming services just to watch football, which is a fucking shit show.
Yeah, that's how it would be.
Happy Thursday, Daniel Barry.
Is it happy though?
It's I don't know. Today wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't a bad day, but it was just, it was a lot going on and shit.
What did I do today?
I went to work. It was just a busy day at work.
I went to school, and it was kind of a busy day at school.
There you
go. I'm kind of like the leader of the damn school, and so.
Well, I am not the leader of my workplace, nor do I want to be. I'm perfectly happy doing what I'm doing.
Like don't get me wrong. Obviously, like the principal and the teachers, obviously they're like the leaders. But like student-wise, I'm expected to like be the main guy, because I'm homeroom rep. I walk people to their classes because they can't walk themselves. But yeah, my friend fell out of his chair yesterday, so guess who had to pick him up?
All right then. All right. Well, anyway, we got as y'all hear us talk about our days. We got Rams 49ers today. Yeah, and I actually we've had some games like Seahawks Cardinals. I did not think was going to be. It ended up being a more interesting game than I thought. But this one should be a good one. Yeah. Now, I mean, I know it's Mac Jones on one side, but the 49ers they're still 3-1. They're still a competitive team, even without Nick Bosa. They're well coached.
Yeah. So what does your prediction say? 2020 who?
28-20 Rams. I do think the Rams are the better football team right now, but I don't think even with all the injuries, I don't think the 49ers are pushovers at all. Yeah, would have been better Thursday if I had read about the Bengals signing a quarterback. Even better would be a quarterback and a head coach or whatever, and whatever Duke's title is. So, I don't necessarily disagree, but just to shed some light on what you're saying there, stranger, as we're about to get a kickoff here. But
all 35, gotta kick it away. The kick is
a terrible kick.
Yeah, that was a weird looking kick.
Oh!
What in the world? That bounced up. Shouldn't that be a flag, or did it touch the 49? But I'm so confused right now.
No, I don't think it's a flag. I don't know what happened there.
Joshua Carter. That's how we're starting Thursday night. I see. Okay, that's good to know.
It was a low hit ball. And then it bounced. Oh, I see. It bounced like right in front of the guy. Like that was just poor positioning.
Was that at the 20 though? Because if it bounced before the 20.
Oh no, it did bounce before the 20. But I think the 25 is the landing zone.
No, the 20 is. Because remember last week the ball hit like the 21 and they called a flag.
I don't know. They didn't call it.
Well, they called it last week, so I don't know. So the MC gets like 4 yards there. Maybe it's second down for the 49ers. The 41ers. Man, I really now I kind of want the Rams to beat the 49ers, man.
Yeah, it is the 20. I'm confused. Isn't that a penalty?
Exactly. Man, you see these referees, bro, they don't know when to call their flag. 2nd and 6. Mac Jones, who looks like Brock Purdy if Brock Purdy was like 50 days younger. It's a play action. Mac Jones throws, caught by McCaffrey out of the backfield. McCaffrey breaks out of a tackle. McCaffrey gets like across the 40 for a first down.
He is such a weapon, man. Like, good Lord. The fact that the Panthers even considered trading him.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, CMC got hurt a lot in Carolina, so they were just done with that.
Well, that and, like, it's not like they were ever going to be contenders with him, so might as well, might as well try to, like, if you're going to rebuild right, I guess.
Yeah, 1st and 10. 49ers have it there on 47. Mac Jones under center. Number 84 is in. I think that's Kendrick Bourne. Ooh, that's probably either. I think that's probably a false start.
Definitely a false start.
Yep, false start.
Stranger says those terrible looking kicks are deliberate. I know they're deliberate. They're football knuckleballs, and whatever the case, I guess I don't know. It's definitely more interesting than kickoffs are otherwise. So I mean, the kicks might look terrible, but they I mean, as you just saw, that was one of the more interesting kickoffs I've seen in a while.
Yep, 1st and 15 for the 49ers.
What's up, John?
49ers have at their own 42. Mac Jones under center. Play action. Jones has all day. Throws. McCaffrey again.
They're just going to keep...
And he got the first down.
They're just going to keep feeding him until the Rams stop him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nope, that's correct. That's correct.
Matthew Stafford just looking at the thing like, really? Y'all going to just... Really?
It's like me watching the Bengals.
Yeah, that's like me watching the Saints get blown out by 31 points by Sam Darnold.
Right.
1st and 10. 49ers have that in Rams territory at the 43. As Kyle Juszczyk is playing hopscotch in the backfield. It's going to be a play action. Jones, he faces a little bit of pressure and just darts that ball.
They didn't even get past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be grounding.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I think Juszczyk was in the area, but I guess if it doesn't...
I know it's holding. They're calling holding.
Oh, no, it's holding. Okay, well, maybe it is because Juszczyk was in the area. Holding on Colton McKivitz.
Let's see. I guess he was kind of in the area, but he didn't even throw it to Juszczyk. He just goes straight to the ground.
I mean, you don't have to throw it to the guy. You just have to make sure he's in the area.
What counts as the area?
Whatever the referees decide. 1st and 20. 1st and 20, 12:45 remaining in the first quarter. 49ers have it at their own territory now after the 10-yard penalty. Mac Jones, McCaffrey split out wide. Jones throws, and it's caught by Kendrick Bourne. Bourne breaks the tackle, and Bourne gets all the yards to the 20. Down at about the 17 for the first down inside the red zone.
That was such a good play call there. And it was just a simple slant route. It wasn't anything special, but that's
Bourne just got wide open and started breaking tackles.
That play is a cheat code on Madden.
I
use it a lot because I'm not very good at Madden.
What's good, Slim South 504? How you doing, man?
Yeah, how you
1st
doing?
And 10. It's a handoff to McCaffrey up the middle. He even got the cameraman a little bit. Gets a couple yards, 2nd down.
That was the best run stop all night, and he still got like 4 downs.
Yeah.
4 yards. Good Lord.
Yeah, whatever you like. Yeah.
3 yards, I'm sorry.
2nd and 7 for the San Francisco 49ers. All right.
I will catch up with y'all's comments here in a second, by the way.
Well, the 49ers have at the 15. McCaffrey's in motion. It's a fake to McCaffrey. Jones throws wide open, caught just shy of the first. That's going to be number 88. Huh? 3rd down. All right,
Tongs.
Did you say anything?
That's the tight end Tongs. I believe
that's the game winner against the Seahawks week 1?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure it was Chris Shula, Rams defensive coordinator. 3rd and 1 for the San Francisco 49ers. They have the ball at the Rams 9-yard line. Jones is under center. Kyle Juszczyk motions. He motions again. It's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey, and the Rams still can't stop a nosebleed. Did he fumble? No, he didn't fumble. They were just playing extra aggressive for some reason. And it's going to be 1st and goal.
There is no stopping him right now.
49ers, they are right there for the touchdown.
It is Tongs. It's Jake Tongs, the guy who caught that pass earlier.
Yeah. It's 1st and goal for the 49ers.
All right, well, let's
see. Running on the Rams' grave.
I would be shocked at this point if basically CMC himself wasn't the one who got a touchdown here.
1st and goal.
And I am shocked. Look at me being shocked. It's Tongs again.
Wide open for Mr. Somebody with the touchdown. That is Jake Tongs again.
Yep.
Touchdown 49ers. The 49ers are on the board.
Literally just said I'd be shocked if CMC is not the one who got the touchdown on this drive, on this drive, and I guess not. Jake Tongs.
Jake Tongs just got wide open. Like, bro, what? Bro, how's this Rams? Bro, what is the Rams? What was the Rams defense doing there? He had an open hole for days.
I have no idea. All right. Here's the kick.
All right, Eddie Pinheiro, kick is up, and what goes up must come down as it splits the middle, 7-0, 49ers take the early lead.
All right, so to catch up with some of these comments real quick before we get started on predictions. By the way, just a heads up to everybody, I have not had a chance to go through last week's predictions. Mikey said he got you got like 11 right or something like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone through mine, so I can't tell you just yet. I thought I had them in like a Google Doc, and then when I went through my Google Docs, it wasn't there. So I don't know if I saved it on my computer in Word, which would be a stupid fucking idea, but maybe that's what I did. I don't know. Anyway, to catch up with some of these we will be doing predictions for this week though, and I will come next week prepared with updated standings.
I got someone in my chat too.
Okay. Well, we can alternate. So, but I was wanting to get to this one earlier because Stranger said it, but then you can do yours next. Unfortunately for anybody who's commenting in Mikey's channel, just so you know, I can't put you up on the screen because I don't have the chat hooked up on OBS here. So if you're in my chat, I can put you on the screen. If you're in Mikey's, he'll read you out, but can't unfortunately put you on the screen. But Stranger said it'd be a better Thursday if I'd read about the Bengals signing a quarterback. Even better. What?
I didn't already talk about it.
No, I didn't get a chance to respond to it because the game started. That's what I'm saying. I've been trying to get to it. As far as quarterback goes, I don't think I don't know if there's a quarterback in the NFL who would help us. I'm not entirely sure Joe Burrow would help us the way we're playing, but he might. We might be able to get it done with Joe Burrow, but I don't think there's definitely, almost certainly not a quarterback in the NFL who would be available who would help us right now. So we might as well just ride with Jake Browning because Jake Browning's done it before, and I'm not saying he's going to do it. He's looked pretty terrible so far. But
yeah, I heard the Tanner's available if you want to take a swing on him.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like first of all, no. Second of all. First of all, no. Second of all, even if it was like people talking about like Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson, they don't help. Like maybe they make it a little bit more exciting, but we're not going to win significantly more games just because we changed the quarterback. Like the only quarterback who's going to change whether we make the playoffs or not. If we don't make the playoffs, the only person who's going to change that would be Joe Burrow himself. So, we're kind of SOL or we're not. Like, signing Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson isn't going to help. And then there's nobody, that'd be trading. There's nobody out there to sign. We already signed Mike White, who was like the best quarterback available. And he's not even that good.
Yeah.
I got more to say, but there's a kickoff coming here.
Eddie Pinheiro, kick is away, ball travels. It's a better kick than what the Rams did, but still a short kick. Fielded like the 15-yard line almost, and that was still a short return from where it was kicked.
Yeah, it wasn't
Rams
really
near the 30. Matthew Stafford hits the field. Matthew Stafford, QB for the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we can sign a head coach right now, Stranger. I think if we're getting rid of Zach, we're punting on the season. I think you got to accept that. Like, if you're ready to fire Zach, great.
Coordinator. I heard he's really good.
Who?
Dennis Allen.
Oh, no.
Connor Williams up the middle gets like 4 yards there, second down.
I wouldn't mind him as a defensive coordinator. I mean, he's not doing great with the Bears, but I wouldn't mind Dennis Allen as a defensive coordinator, but I would not want him to be the top guy.
Neither would I. You know how much that dude set us back 5 years, bro. Maybe more. Him alone. Well, him and Derek Carr.
Ooh, Matt Stafford trips a little bit on that one.
Matt Stafford nearly falls on his own shoelace.
And he's still...
caught by Puka Nacua, and I don't know where they're going to spot this ball. He looked like his knee was shot.
That's going to be a little short. That's going to be a little short, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see what spot they give him.
We will see what the refs do, but, I mean, I can tell you that there wasn't anybody around him, so on replay, I'm almost positive... Yeah, he got stepped on. That's what happened.
Boy, Stafford, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he almost tore his Achilles doing that.
Yeah. Third and one.
3rd-and-1. Stafford on the center. It's going to be a handoff off the middle. Kyron Williams and the 49ers, they get there, but I think he got it with second effort.
Yeah, I think
then that's going to be 1st down.
Kyron
49ers
Williams
stopped
on the
him,
run.
but then he got the second effort. Kyron.
And then as far as Duke goes, that's not going to help this season at all. He's the de facto general manager, but what his actual role is to make some decisions, but mostly serve as like a criticism shield for the Brown family. Like getting rid of Duke Tobin does nothing, honestly.
This is already Kyron Williams' 4th season. Play action, Stafford. He's looking. Stafford goes deep with it. He misses the heck out to Atwell.
Atwell was wide open too, man. Like,
bro, that was a money ball. I think Spencer Rattler could have probably made that pass. Dude, not hating on Rattler. I'm just making my point. It's like, bro, that was beautiful. That was a man. That would have been like a 30-yard, 40-yard, 50-yard, something like that.
You or me could have made that pass. Like,
yeah, probably so.
I mean, that wasn't exactly a high he was wide open. There was nobody around Matthew Stafford. Like, you know.
2nd and 10. Rams out in shotgun. All right. Kyron Williams motions to the backfield. It's 2nd and 10. They're highlighting 49er linebacker for whatever reason. All right. Now they're blitzing, and Stafford goes down to the ground. Number 47.
It looked like he tried to evade the sack and then like slipped.
Bryce Huff with the sack.
Damn.
It's 3rd down.
John says, go 49ers. Hi, Mikey. Kyle, unfortunately, the Reeds lost. I think you're talking about the Reds. I expected the Reds to lose, man. Like, I thought the fact that they made the playoffs, I didn't even realize they were eligible for the playoffs. And then they suddenly made the playoffs. I'm like, oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to lie, though. I kind of want the Rams to win. Okay. 3rd and 21. They're going to do a handoff to Williams, Kyron Williams, gets like 6 yards, and a 49ers player loses their helmet, and the Rams are most likely going to punt.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on who you're rooting for. John, I know you hate the Rams. You have every reason and every right to hate the Rams, as you should. I would hate the Rams if I was from St. Louis, but I'm not from St. Louis, and I kind of there's not really anybody dislikable on the Rams. You know, they beat us in the Super Bowl, and I still don't dislike the Rams. Part of the reason I hate the 49ers is because they beat us in the Super Bowl twice before I was born.
The punt is away, line drive kick. Looks like a pretty good punt, and he breaks out the tackle.
But he doesn't break out the tackle. He stays on his feet, but he never broke out of that tackle.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but he went right down.
Prolonged the inevitable.
Matt Jones, I literally thought that was Jimmy Garoppolo taking the field, because number 10, 49er, that's who I first think of.
That makes sense, I suppose. And, I mean, you know, Matt Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, aren't they basically just the same quarterback? They're both, like, wildly overrated, and, both played for the Patriots.
Older. Jimmy G's, like, incredibly older and more handsome, so.
Okay, I wasn't saying they're literally the same person, like, verbatim exactly as of today. I meant as a quarterback, they're basically the same thing.
More older, more handsome. Okay, what were you saying?
But at the time, Jimmy Garoppolo was not older. Jimmy Garoppolo was about the same age when he first got to San Francisco.
He was drafted at the age of 37.
Yeah, that's not true.
You're right. 38.
I remember when the Patriots drafted him. That was wild. I was like, dude, what? Like, y'all got Tom Brady. What are you doing?
It's crazy that Jimmy G has more rings than Atlanta's whole franchise.
That is kind of crazy.
In fact, Jimmy G beat Atlanta in the Super Bowl, if you want to be technical about it.
John's just happy to see the Rams failing. That's fair enough. Like I said, as you should, you very well should root against the Rams.
Not even an old call could save the 49ers or save the 49ers from me not for rooting for them.
I was about to say, don't you also have beef with the Rams? Shouldn't you be rooting against them?
I do, but I hate the 49ers too.
Why do you hate the 49ers? What did the 49ers do to you?
They gave the Chiefs a freaking dynasty.
That's true. That's reprehensible.
And that pissed me off. It's like, bro, the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls.
They also gave Joe Flacco's ass a Super Bowl.
Exactly. It's like, bro, the 49ers are like, I honestly hate them more than I hate the Rams. And that's saying a lot because I hate the Rams. Not even a no call could save the 49ers for me.
I didn't know Kyron Williams was from St. Louis. That's
Yeah.
That's got to be interesting playing for the Rams when you're from St. Louis.
That's a funny little stat.
I know getting rid of Tobin doesn't help this season, but I have way more hope for future seasons. It's again, Tobin's not really like Tobin. The amount of power Duke Tobin actually has, like getting rid of him would be it'd be a cosmetic move. It wouldn't actually accomplish anything because the people making the decisions are the Blackburns and Mike Brown. Like, you know, Duke Tobin's not really out here negotiating the contracts. He's not really making the draft pick decisions and stuff like that. He's a figurehead. He's not like Duke Tobin doesn't actually do very much, frankly.
Yeah. All right, we're back to football. 1st and 10. 49ers have it inside the 10-yard line at their own 9.
Jim.
Mac Jones. Take a snap. It's going to be a hand off to McCaffrey up the middle. McCaffrey gets about 4 yards there. It's going to be 2nd down for the 41ers.
You know, I know Jim's here to talk trash and stuff, but I actually kind of agree with what he's saying here, so I'm just going to go ahead and suit up in my new uniform.
First of all, Jim, Riley's not 1-9. He's 0-10. So if you're going to accuse us correctly. 2nd and 5. Mac Jones throws, and it was a wide open. It was number 5, and I think it's Marone. There's a flag on the playground.
Wow, this is not working at all. There's a flag on the play.
Who's the best rivalry in the NFL?
Roughing the passer, huh? Interesting.
Oh, darn. That's 15 more yards onto that play. But yeah, so who's the best rivalry in the NFL? I gotta think about this one. Who's even a rival? It depends on what you count as a rival. Yeah, that's roughing the passer. Maybe like.
There we go. I think I got it.
Okay. I'm trying to think. It used to be Bears-Packers, but that's just more of a sad rivalry now.
Reds suck, didn't even belong in the playoffs. I mean, that's also true. Like, they did make it, though. You said they wouldn't make it. So, I mean, you don't have much room to talk trash here because you were wrong.
Maybe Chiefs Eagles, because I guess that counts as a rivalry now. Maybe that's the best one. The handoff to McCaffrey. Gets like 6 yards there. It's like no, that's like the only rivalry where it's actually like competitive now. So you just wear that bag the whole time?
I'm gonna wear it until I feel like taking it off.
Okay.
Major League Baseball is 6 teams per league. Okay.
I know 49ers beat the Saints this year. All right. It's a
nice job.
And the Rams finally do something on that. It's 3rd down.
Was that Puna Ford?
Maybe.
What a name. Puna Ford. Rattler is now 1-9 as the Aints QB. Sure is.
Wrong. He's 0-10. There's a difference.
That's worse.
I don't care. It's not Rattler's fault.
Here's a question. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Mikey already responded to that.
Yeah, I think it probably has to be Chiefs Eagles right now. 3rd and 6. Mac Jones pump fakes. Mac Jones
almost got that one.
Yeah, he's short, I think.
Yep.
In fact, you know what?
But they're gonna. That's no man's land. They're gonna go for it.
Probably. Do we see the tush pussy?
What am I doing, John? Well, if you saw my if you saw my recap episode, you know that I now am wearing the bag of shame so that, you know, I can hide my identity as a Bengals fan. Because I can't stop being a Bengals fan, but I can stop letting people know who I am.
Don't you have a channel?
Shut up.
Okay.
That's not my real name. My real name is actually Mike Florence.
It's a snake.
You got it.
Yeah.
Actually,
wait, Mike Florence? Are you trying to insult Mike Florio?
I'm bailing already.
Yeah, honestly, I think Cowboys-Eagles actually might be the best rivalry technically because, like, that's not only an NFC East matchup, but those are, like, the only 2 teams where it's like...
I mean, I know you're not feeling very, you know, friendly toward this team right now, but one of the best rivalries in the NFL is Packers-Vikings.
No.
It is. They are.
No. 49ers have it at the Rams 48. Play action. Mac Jones. Jones throws, and that is caught.
That was a really good pass too. Like
Yeah,
I know it was short, but to get it over that guy who was like blocking like just over his fingers, but still on target.
Hey, Marcus Alscanley, how you doing? I miss you, buddy. You're the last guy to catch a pass on this team.
Mike was
Never got
asking.
a lot of dropping balls.
Mikey should have the bag over his head with the Aints. Well, I did say I was going to send him a bag. I just, after I said that, the Bengals made a complete fucking ass of themselves back to back. So I just figured that I deserved the bag.
Sure.
Can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, so I figured I'd get my own bag. I'll probably still send Mikey one, though.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the Saints Falcons rivalry is actually probably one of the most underrated rivalries in the NFL, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the Bengals-Steelers rivalry used to be one of the best, but it's cooled off a lot. Not in terms of, like, the fans. Like, the fans still hate each other, but the teams just don't have that kind of animosity that they used to.
I think the good part about the Saints-Atlanta rivalry is because you never know who's going to win. Like, I understand that happens with a lot of division games, but, like, the Saints could hold up, play action, Jones, he locked it up, and that he was lucky he got that one back. Like, what I'm saying is that it's like, hold on, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. It's where it's like the Saints Falcons rivalry. It's like you can be trash, and yet, like the Saints were like what 2-7 last year, and they still beat Atlanta. It's like the Saints hate Atlanta, like to the point if they lose to Tampa Bay, it's like man, we let that one go. But Cam Jordan said the same thing. Like if you lose to Atlanta, the whole city's on fire. 4th and 1.
What about?
They might try to draw him off, and they're not even going to try to snap his ball.
What about the Bengals-Browns rivalry? Like, that one's like in recent years, the Browns have kind of done better, but like I mean, that's been a really intense one, and that's another one where like for the most part, you usually don't know who's going to win. In recent years, there's been like a lot of the Browns kind of surprising Joe Burrow, but we've also kind of overcome that lately. So. The Bengals-Browns rivalry, despite the fact that like the Browns are complete dumpster juice and the Bengals right now are not very good, the Bengals-Browns rivalry might be up there.
Oh my god!
Can you send me one? Well, probably not, but I got this. It's an Aldi bag. I just cut some holes out of an Aldi bag.
No, they're still going for it. 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line of Los Angeles. They're still sending the offense out there. Let's see if we see a tush pushy. No, it's going to be
Brian
Robinson, and he gets it. First down.
That was very poorly done by the Rams defense there. Jeff, I laughed at the scoreboard over and over. Didn't know until the next morning. The Packers-Cowboys tie. That was freaking hilarious. Me and Mikey, if y'all watched the recap episode, me and Mikey were watching that game as we were recording, and I got a couple good reactions of us in there. That was I'll take it. I was kind of rooting for the Cowboys in that game just for like the sake of humbling the Packers a little bit. That's a double flea flicker.
Move back to Jones. Throws called by McCaffrey.
That's a horse collar.
And that might be face mask, so they're not gonna call it. Okay, I guess it's not.
That's a horse. It's a horse collar.
Well, I thought it was something.
Exactly. All right, how are you not going to call that? That was a clear horse collar.
Well, I thought it was something. I'll say that. So, that was a cute little play design, though.
Yeah, it was a double flea flicker, and it was well executed by the 49ers. Shame that McCaffrey couldn't take that for more.
Yeah, that's horse collar.
Yeah, that's definitely a horse collar.
Yeah, Jared Verse grabbed him.
That's like if that rule exists for the exact situation. So I'm not sure.
Hands it off to Brian Robinson Jr. Robinson up the middle, gets the first down around the 25-ish yard line.
Got it.
And we're going to see one more play, most likely the first quarter.
Every team has a natural rival in the MLB. Who's the Reds' natural rival? Because I know, like, historically, like in my lifetime, a lot of people have, like, not liked the Cardinals and have not liked the Cubs, but, like, I can never really tell who our actual rival is. I think in the
First and
80s
10.
we were rivals with the Dodgers or something like that.
Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones, pump fake. Jones is going to throw it up.
He caught it, but he's out of bounds.
Caught, but he's out of bounds. Number 44 was tasting grass.
It was a terrible throw.
DeMarcus Robinson, that would have been a touchdown if, he was in bounds. But 2nd and 10, 9 seconds left in the quarter. What do I think what about Buccaneers Saints? Fail cunts or whatever. The thing is with the Buccaneers, that's not a rivalry. Okay. We're division rivals, yes.
Well,
but
I don't know about that. You guys were a rivalry there for a little bit when it was Drew Brees versus Tom Brady.
yeah, now that was a rivalry. Don't get me wrong. I'll explain after this play. 2nd and 10, hand off the middle to McCaffrey. Okay, that was not really much of a play. 3rd down and first quarter, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, my point is, yes, that was a rivalry. And I'm not just saying it's not a rivalry because the Saints lose Tampa a lot or the Saints beat Tampa a lot. That's not what I'm saying. It's like the Saints, if we lose to Tampa Bay, yeah, it's going to suck. Yeah, we're not going to like it. We might even hate it. But if we lose to Atlanta, the city's on fire. And I understand, rivalries are measured in a different way. But it's like Tampa Bay with the Saints.
Even John's calling.
I never really hated Tampa like that. Yeah, I didn't like them a couple years with Tom Brady, and yeah, they won a Super Bowl out of it. But we beat the shit out of Tom Brady when he was here, when Drew Brees was battling against Brady. Yeah, they got that one playoff win, whoop-de-doo. But it's bro, we were belt to belt to belt.
Even John's out here calling y'all the ain'ts now.
Okay.
It's just funny because John's usually so non-combative.
It doesn't, bro. Y'all cannot hurt me no more.
I understand that. I think it's funny.
I don't care. Unless you're a fan of them, I know no game of Browns versus Bengals. Didn't the Browns-Bengals have one of the most high-scoring games in NFL history?
2 of the most high-scoring games in NFL history. Up until that Rams Chiefs games from a few years ago, the Bengals-Browns had it was 54 to 45 or something like that. It was in the mid 2000s, Bengals Browns always went hard. Even though the Browns were bad, and that's been the biggest thing. Part of the reason it doesn't get as much national attention is because the Browns have been so bad, and the Bengals are on and off kind of relevant and stuff. But the Browns have just been consistently horrendously bad. But there's so many moments in the Bengals Browns rivalry. If you're going back a ways to the 80s and stuff, that was that the Bengals mentality back in the day is nobody really gave that much of a shit about the Steelers. Nobody gave that much of a shit. There was a little bit of a rivalry with the Oilers, because the head coaches didn't like each other. I forget his name. Whoever that Jerry Glanville and Sam Weich just really didn't like each other. But it was really the Browns rivalry, where the Bengals the Bengals always said, if we don't win but 2 games every year, as long as we beat the Browns, we're cool. Back in the 80s, and then the 90s happened, and the Bengals were god awful, and the Browns stopped existing for a while. So it kind of cooled off there for a little bit, but in the 2000s, it kind of ramped back up, and one of the biggest highlights of that I remember of watching Bengals-Browns rivalries was when Johnny Manziel's first game in the NFL was against the Bengals, and he just got his ass he got belt to ass on that one, dude. And Domata Peko was over here rubbing his belly, and other dudes were out here doing the money sign. It was fucking hilarious.
3rd and 9. 49ers have at the Rams 24. Near the red zone. Let's see if they can get the 9 yards here. Mac Jones takes a snap. He throws, and it is
should be
behind him, but Robinson's able to adjust his body and make the catch. And I think it's 1st and goal. Who should be the Browns QB? Said by Jeff. They're starting Dylan Gabriel, but I think it should be Shador, to be honest with you.
It sounds though like it's if the rumors are true about Shador not taking things seriously and stuff like that, then it shouldn't be Shador. Because they're gonna ruin him just like they ruined Manziel.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not that Manziel didn't ruin himself. I want to be clear.
The pitch from McCaffrey, and McCaffrey, he's gonna be a yard shy. The Browns now ruin Manziel.
I want to be clear about that. I'm not saying Manziel didn't ruin himself, but the Browns certainly didn't help. Manziel on the Patriots probably would have, at least not flamed out as hard as he did.
Manziel and the Patriots would have not been a first-round pick to begin with.
Well, I mean that's true. But I mean, like on any other team, I think Manziel probably, maybe not any other team, but most other teams, like on the if Manziel went to the Steelers, it wouldn't have been like that. If he had gone to the Bengals, it wouldn't have been like that. But because he went to like the most chaotic team in the NFL,
Mac Jones throws, caught, McCaffrey wide open for the touchdown.
Wow, my prediction was that the Rams were gonna like be competitive, but I guess I was wrong about that.
I mean, still early.
Well, it's still early, yeah, but I mean the Rams just look like completely outmatched in this one.
Hell, everybody said the Saints were outmatched when they played Buffalo. Look what happened.
I will say, you know what? I want to point something out about how, like, the 49ers, every year, the big thing about the 49ers is how injured they are, and it's every goddamn year. And yet they're still highly competitive, and they're always going to the NFC Championship, and sometimes they're in the Super Bowl and stuff like that. And it's like, why can't we do that, man? Like, we get injuries, and it ends, like, we can't overcome any of our injuries, but the 49ers constantly have the injury excuse, and they're constantly competitive.
I don't know if the record still stands, but the Saints actually held. I don't know if it still stands, but I know in 2021 they set a record for the most players placed on IR. And yet we still almost made the playoffs that year.
I remember that.
We still almost made the playoffs that year, bro.
Well,
we had the most guys on IR in NFL history.
That's the other thing. Like, do you remember the state of our offensive line that year we went to the Super Bowl? Like, yeah, our offensive line. Well, it was dookie, but like part of the reason it was so dookie, well, it wasn't because like our starting offensive line that year wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but by the time we got to the Super Bowl, we had like 3 or 4 guys on the O line and on IR, and it wasn't just the offensive line. We had a bunch of guys on defense. Like we had injuries like out the fucking butt. We didn't have Joe Burrow on injury, which I think was kind of the key, but it's like a lot of Bengals fans, like I know a lot of fan bases do this, but like I've noticed a lot of Bengals fans using like injuries as an excuse. And not just Bengals fans, but the Bengals front office. Like, part of the reason Zach Taylor keeps getting more chances is because like, oh, look at all the injuries. But like, y'all have overcome injuries before, and lots of teams overcome injuries. Some of the best stories in NFL history are because, teams overcame all these damn injuries. And it happens all the time.
That's why I tried not using the injury excuse. Because, like, to be honest, the Saints have gotten the injury bug bad. Like, not as bad as some teams in 2021. Like, 2021, we probably got worse than a lot of teams. Maybe not the Ravens, because they lost, like, their whole team. But so did we. But it's like the Saints. When you have Kevin White trying to catch balls, that's when you know you have an injury problem. It's like, bruh, do you remember how bad Kevin White was? I don't know who told that man he could be a first-round pick, but they done lied to his ass. It's like, bruh. And not to mention, ever since that specific season, we cannot catch an injury break, and yet we still suck. Right? But in 2021, we almost made the playoffs. This is why I always love Sean Payton, because even in 2021, we were injured the hell and back, and we still almost made the playoffs. That, I think, proved how good Sean Payton was right there. But anyways,
Bring back Tim Couch. No, don't bring back Tim Couch. The fucking Browns. That's one reason why I despise the Browns, is because they ruined Tim Couch, man. Like, Tim Couch was the best quarterback who ever came out of Kentucky, and he was poised to be, like, a great quarterback in the NFL, goes to Cleveland, and they don't give him any help. They completely ruin his entire development, and like, people only remember Tim Couch nowadays as like a punchline because they're like, oh, that guy who was like the first bust for the Browns. Like, I hate the Browns that they did that to Tim Couch, man. Vikings are 3 biggest. Hold on, we got a bit of a not a big one, but about to the 31 is where that return is going to be taken. Vikings are 3 biggest rivals are Packers, Eagles, and Bears. No rivalry with the Lions, then? That's weird. I guess the Eagles make sense because there were a couple NFC Championship games, right? I don't know anything about baseball rivalries, guys. All right, so Matt Stafford is in the shotgun formation from the 31 on 1st and 10. He's going to throw it quick to Puka Nacua to the right side, and he doesn't quite. He manages to stay on his feet through a tackle and spins away, but only picks up about it's still a good play, about 5-yard gain, but could have been a lot cooler.
I'm back, y'all. Well, didn't miss me too much. All right.
That's true. Cleveland is indeed where players go to die. Like Jerry Jeudy.
What about? Yep. 2nd and 5. I hate the saying players go somewhere to die. It's like that is some line of crap. 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford. He throws it. I think he might have got tipped, but that was an awkward pass to Kyron Williams.
What do you mean you hate the phrase "that's where players go to die"? It's just an accurate analysis of what happens.
Bro, it's like, bro, we've seen teams do terrible and then get some players where they go to die. Like the Panthers with Bryce Young. They're saying Bryce Young went there to die, but they were literally in the Super Bowl with Cam Newton. Atlanta. Bijan and Drake London, they're there to die, but they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots. Did they not? Freaking, what's his name? Baker Mayfield went to Cleveland to go die, and yet they made the playoffs one year. Man, that's some line of crap, bro.
I completely, I couldn't disagree with you more. Hold on. Puka Nacua, that was a great patch.
With a 50.
That was really good. That was a really well designed play, and good job by Puka to thread the needle there. But anyway, I couldn't disagree with what you're saying more. Cam Newton and Bryce Young are in completely and utterly different eras of Panthers football. It's not even remotely close. Look at what happened when Cam Newton went back to Carolina. It was a disaster, and his career basically ended after that.
All right, well, okay. In 2018, 49ers won 4 games. Do you remember what happened the year after that?
The 49ers are a special case, but I'm not saying it's always the case. People are sometimes wrong about that, but they're not wrong when they say it about. They're not wrong.
2009, they win Super Bowl.
They're not wrong when they say it about the Browns, though, because the Browns are constantly just a complete constant dumpster fire. Yes, Baker didn't die mostly out of his own willpower. He almost, because when he got traded to Carolina, it looked like his career was basically over, and he managed to get himself out to L.A. and come in for a few games for Matt Stafford and kind of revived his career a little bit, and then Tampa Bay gave him another chance.
And he's fighting to me just shy of those. They're not.
But that's how talented Baker Mayfield is he managed to make the Browns somewhat relevant, but even with all that, he got completely screwed over by a completely incompetent team that just did not put a good team around him. And then when there was a little bit of adversity involving Baker Mayfield, they went and traded for Deshaun fucking Watson because Baker Mayfield wasn't mature enough.
I'm not saying that organizations are always right, but what I'm saying is when people say guys go there to die, guys have made good stuff out of bad situations before. I treat that just like if somebody was telling me that college football has the best regular season. It's no, their regular seasons are fun, nothing wrong. But when you got committees voting on stuff, it's I don't mess with that junk either. That's kind of just short. It's sport down.
I don't think committees are voting on whether people are going to NFL teams to die or not. I think it's perfectly... Now, there are plenty of times when people are wrong, but I think typically when people have said it about the Browns, it's been accurate. When people have said that recently about the Panthers, I think it's accurate. It's not to say that they can't ever get their shit together, but it's saying right now that's a toxic situation.
And about the middle and 4th and 1, he gets it. But people were saying Joe Burrow went to the Bengals to go die, and he made it to the Super Bowl.
That's what I said. It doesn't always, people aren't always right, but that was such a surprising thing that happened with Joe Burrow that it launched my channel. That was a very rare type of thing to happen.
No, I just hate that phrase, bro.
I get why you feel that way. I think that it's a perfectly valid thing to say. And so sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Nice run.
It was the delayed handoff, but he stiff arms the number 36 to the ground and gets first down. Oh, that's not even Williams. That's Blake Corum on the run.
Yeah, it's he bowled right through him too.
And Blake Corum looked like a small cracked out Derrick Henry over there. That was great blocking too.
Yeah, it wasn't a stiff arm. He just bowled right through him. Number 36 there. Marcus Sigley.
Oh, yeah. Stafford in the center.
Oh, it's a fumble. The 49ers got it.
He fumbles the ball. 49ers fall on it. Just like when it looked like things were going right for the Rams.
Oh man. Oh no, that's killer. This is like the Bengals Vikings game, you know? Not like the Bengals Broncos game, which just proved to me that we're completely inept and suck. But the Bengals Vikings game was like, man, there's something here, and then we just turn the ball over, and by the end of it, it looks like it's a complete massacre. And when in reality, it was mostly shooting ourselves in the foot.
But like it's not like they ripped it out. Like Kyron Williams dropped it, and it was a pitch, so he just dropped it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Vikings Eagles is a big rivalry. Like, I don't know if too many people recognize outside of Vikings fans. I'm not even entirely sure Eagles fans recognize it, but like I can't tell you. Like I can tell you that like there have been some big games between the Vikings and Eagles, but like I can't tell you that like I'm aware that there's necessarily a rivalry there.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think rivalries have to be like not one side. Like for example, Saints Falcons. Fun fact: no team has more wins than the other. That's rivalry right there. And I'm not saying that always has to be the case, but it has to at least be a little bit even.
Well, I mean, you know, you want to talk about that? The Bengals-Browns rivalry is about like that. Like it was only like the Bengals and Browns are constantly going back and forth, but I think like it depends on the decade as far as like whether the Browns or the Bengals have more wins than the other.
Yeah, I want to say the record is 56-56 for Saints Falcons.
Yeah, I think right now the Bengals Browns. Okay, so I remember what it was. Right now the Bengals actually kind of are ahead in the rivalry by a decent amount. It's 56-48. But that was because, like I said, of that run of just complete ineptitude from the Browns in like the late 2010s. Before that, it was dead even, like forever.
Yep. So let's see. It was Travis Gibson who recovered the fumble.
Baker Mayfield, best quarterback out of Cleveland.
They're giving the fumble to Matthew Stafford, though. They're saying he was responsible for it.
Yeah. I think Baker Mayfield might be better than Bernie Kosar, Jim. Frankly.
I don't even know who. Well, I know who Bernie Kosar is, but
yeah, he was the. So John was saying Baker Mayfield's the best quarterback out of Cleveland since I don't know when. I think Bernie Kosar was pretty good, but I think Baker Mayfield's better than Bernie Kosar.
Bro, that bar is so low. I don't even think a flea could walk under it.
There was a time for many years where the Browns were, you know, had a lot of great players, a lot of great quarterbacks. You know, they did really well. And then they moved to Baltimore, and ever since they came back, it's been a joke.
That scoreboard, buddy.
Oh yeah.
It's a wide receiver jet sweep, and he's tripping over his socks. That's second down for you. That's Sky Moore on the run.
The Lions also went 0-16 one time, but the difference is the Lions went 0-16 and then drafted Matthew Stafford and suddenly became semi-relevant. It's not severely relevant, but semi-relevant.
It's 2nd and 9. 49ers have it at their own 31. Mac Jones. He takes snap. It's a play action. Jones throws, and it is rocketed. Caught by Kendrick Bourne. First down. Cameron Curl was draped. Oh, no, that wasn't Curl. That was Quentin Lake. Draped all over him for first down.
That is true, Jim. The last time the Browns won a championship of any kind, both Martin Luther King and not just Robert Kennedy, but John Kennedy were both still alive.
Well, guess what? The last time Atlanta won a Super Bowl, nothing's happened.
Yeah,
not won.
Yeah, because they can't. What are they? The 70s? Did the Falcons start in the 70s?
They started around the time the Saints did, which was the 60s.
Mm. It was 66.
I won first game against Atlanta. Fun fact. The Saints had like one great play to start the game. where we had a kick return touchdown against Atlanta, then we lost like 62-7.
1960. I think the '66 season is when the Falcons started. And it was around the same time the Bengals started. The Bengals started in '68.
The Saints started in '66. Second and 8, hand off to McCaffrey. Started up. Even when the Saints were in the division with the 49ers, Atlanta was always like the Saints used to be in the division with the 49ers, Rams, and the Falcons.
Now the Saints were an NFL expansion, right?
Yeah.
Because the Bengals, I don't know about what the Falcons were, but the Bengals were an AFL expansion. It was I think Paul Brown, as I understand it, Paul Brown basically knew that the AFL and NFL were probably going to merge at some point, so he bought an AFL team because it was cheaper than buying an NFL team.
3rd and 5. San Francisco inside the Rams' 49-yard line. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones is all done the throws, and it's dropped. Bourne had it.
Man. And
he just let it go. That was not a guaranteed first down, but that was like a 95% chance he wasn't going to get the first down. 4th and 5.
I would argue right now, Jim, the Rams are playing like the Bengals this past week. Like, they've had one turnover, but they haven't had a million turnovers. Like, I mean, you watched that Bengals-Vikings game, right? Like, the Bengals, other than the turnovers, the Bengals didn't look too bad. You know, I say the Bengals and Vikings were about on par with each other, other than the turnovers. And then obviously when the game was well over, but.
Yeah, former Saint punter, man. I still love you, Thomas Morris. I still remember almost wanting to throw a spoon out of the car when you got cut. Really should be a fan.
I don't know if I've ever been upset in my life about a Bengals punter being cut.
Well, you don't know what he did in 2009.
He didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yes, he did. He was on that team.
Well, he was on the team, but it wasn't like... What's his name won that Super Bowl for you?
Who kicked the onside kick?
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was... what's his name? Tracy Porter, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he the guy who got the interception?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl.
Did. But if we don't recover that onside kick, we don't win either.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. He did a good thing, don't get me wrong, but I don't think... I wouldn't say he's the reason you won the Super Bowl.
I did not say he was the reason. I said he was part of the reason.
Well, you said he won it. And I'm like, well... I think the Saints as a team won it. I mean, like, maybe he kicked it well, but the Saints still got to recover it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of well-kicked onside kicks that still get recovered by the opposing team.
Yeah, I still remember when Atlanta recovered 3 onside kicks against us in one game.
How'd that go?
It still went well because we still won that game.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious that you still won that game.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but it was a Thanksgiving game. We had Drew Brees. This was glory days. In 2018, I'm pretty sure. I think it was either 18 or 19.
I absolutely promise you that I had zero interest in watching a Saints-Falcons game on Thanksgiving in 2018, Mikey.
Hey, the Saints were a good team that year. But
anyway, the Falcons weren't.
That is true. I mean, to be fair, they've never been a good team. But anyways,
bro, went to the Super Bowl.
The score was like 26-9 or something like that, and Atlanta kicked 3 onside kicks in a row. Well, the first one technically didn't count because it was offsides. Then they kicked it again and they recovered it. Then I think they got a touchdown. They kicked it again, recovered it again. They got a field goal, and then they kicked it again, recovered it, and then they got stopped at 4th down because Cam Jordan got game-winning sack.
The Falcons have been to a Super Bowl more recently than the Saints. I'll say that.
Did they win?
Well, they didn't, but neither did the Saints.
Oh, damn.
The Saints didn't win either, though. Like, and they did in 2009, but
okay, the Jets went. Well, no, that's.
I think.
All right, well, the Steelers. Well, no, that's also. Who went to the Super Bowl? The
Bengals
Chiefs went to the Super Bowl.
Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
The Jets have won a Super Bowl more recently than the Bengals have. 1st and 10.
You shut up.
Hey, if you're throwing shade at my team, I'm gonna throw shade back.
I know.
False on the ring. No, like, bro, the Jets have won a Super Bowl more recently than you. The Oakland Raiders have won the Super Bowl more recently than you. They don't even play there no more. Who else won a Super Bowl? The Green Bay Packers have won 4 Super Bowls. The Patriots won 6 Super Bowls since the Bengals have won.
I think the Baltimore Colts won a Super Bowl, didn't they?
What?
The Baltimore Colts won a Super Bowl, didn't they?
I know they played in one.
I swear Johnny Unitas won one for him.
Well, I could be wrong. I don't know every single team and every time.
Great play.
Stafford throws incomplete intended for Devontae Adams. Adams is crying for a flag, but
I mean, you could make the argument.
You don't get the flag in 2018. You don't get the flag now. So shut up, Devontae Adams. I don't care if you or we're not on that team or not. Sean McVay, I still hate your guts. But anyways,
you could make the argument. Yeah, the Colts won in 1970. Johnny Unitas.
Second down, Stafford throws from his own end zone. It's caught by a wide open Adams, and he puts his hand inside the face of Bernardo Green, but out of bounds, third down.
Oh, wait.
What'd I do?
Yeah, no, okay, well, it was Johnny Unitas. I was about to say, like, I thought it was saying, like, Burt Jones was the quarterback. I'm like, no, it was definitely Johnny Unitas, wasn't it?
I know Unitas, I think, got hurt in the Super Bowl against the Jets, I think. Or he got hurt that same season. 3rd and 4. Rams have at their own 21. Stafford signaling the play. Okay, I'm going to throw pick 6 here. Stafford takes a snap out of shotgun. It'll be funny if he throws a pick 6 now. But it's called Nakua.
And it's going to be interference on the 49ers. Or no, they're going to call holding. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pointing at Stout, number 20. Stout not playing very stout right now.
I don't want to hear about the Broncos, John. We don't have to talk about the Broncos. Dude, I'll tell you what. This fucking Broncos fan, who is who I've been friends with for a while through like Facebook sports groups. After that loss, this man sends me a video of the Brandon Stokely catch from 2009, and I about lost my fucking mind. I was like, I will find you, and I will go Robert Saleh on your ass.
So I'm assuming you saw that play or you saw that clip too.
I was there.
You were at the game?
The Brandon Stokely game, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the 49ers Jaguars game. Stafford goes deep with it and he overthrows Nakua.
What about the 49ers Jaguars game?
You said Robert Saleh.
Yeah. I saw that the fight, yeah.
Because I think he was accusing Liam Cohen of sign stealing or something. I don't
know. You say you read my little tickers, but you know I referenced that several times in the tickers.
I know you did. I was just trying to clear it up.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
Playing out of sync tonight. This man's playing like 2 from a couple weeks ago.
I obviously wasn't watching the game itself live, but I did see the stuff happen after the fact.
2nd and 10, Stafford. He throws. It's caught by Kyron Williams, and he tries to break out of it, but was unsuccessful. It's 3rd down.
Looking like a bobblehead with all those hits.
Yep. Got tackled by the 49ers version of Demario Davis. 3rd and 4.
If Mac Jones blows out Matt Stafford, I might just quit trying to analyze football.
Yeah. Even the Saints put up a fight against Mac Jones. 3rd and 4. Matthew Stafford.
Mac Stafford.
Stafford.
There you go.
And it's caught.
That's a phenomenal catch there.
Number 18. Somebody with a name.
Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson. Oh yeah, I totally know who that guy is. Yeah, I totally know.
Yeah, but whoever it is, you know who he is now.
I totally know who that is.
You know who he is now with that catch.
Yep. You, sir, are on the roster.
Absolutely.
Right over Sigel. Sigel about to be single after that play.
Look like Mitchell Tinsley out here.
Stafford 6 for 10 for 62 yards. Play action. Stafford, he's looking.
Ooh.
He throws middle wide open. It's caught. They're just beating this man up.
It's literally just showed up and he punched him and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's like, I'm not trying to get a personal foul.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Well, actually, I'm happy they didn't call that. But bro, good God.
I'm guessing his thought process is like nobody touched him, so he's not technically down. So maybe I can punch the ball out. But the problem is if you touch him, then he's down. So like the second you touch him.
Stafford throws, it's caught wide open. Whittington again, the guy that just made the grab a couple seconds ago. He's fighting out. Depends on where they mark the forward progress.
I don't think they're going to give him. It wasn't the same guy, by the way. That was Jordan Whittington.
That was the same guy from the last sketch.
No, it wasn't. It was 88. That other guy was 18.
No. I'm talking about the guy that got punched last time.
Oh, was that the guy who got punched?
Yeah, Whittington was the guy that got punched.
Oh, I must have not been paying attention to that.
First and 10, so they're giving him the first down. All right, this might be the last play depending on what happens before the 2-minute warning.
I don't think he got the first down.
Stafford, he's going to throw off his back foot. It's caught by Williams, and he just skitters into the end zone.
He's just dancing out. He's just like, there's nobody here. I'm just going to, rub it in.
This man pulled an Alvin Kamara.
You know what? Here's the thing. By the rules that the NFL has, that's taunting. Okay? You know what they're not calling, as they shouldn't? By the way, they shouldn't call. But if we're going to talk about consistency here, that's taunting. And I bring this up only to explain how dumb the taunting rules are.
I'm glad and mad and they don't even have taunting penalties. That's
like, it's 14-6
at the 15-yard line, and they don't be throwing
flags. Kick is up and it's blocked.
The kick is up and it is right down the middle. Brother in Christ, what do you? Bro, you already did it to me once with that freaking. With the Cowboys pack, that was win it again. That
was funny. Unfortunately, I was not able to use that clip. I did have it recorded. I wasn't able to use the clip in the show, but I did say, what did I say? I said like it was like a pick six or something, and Mikey flipped out.
Bro, because I'm like, wait, what? Like I didn't say nothing at the time. Because I'm like, bro, come on, because bro, I hate the Cowboys.
You had also literally just told me that you're a little behind, so you wanted me to like not say anything. And so I think that was part of why you reacted the way you did. You're like, I told you not to. Oh, that you're kidding. Okay, I see. Fuck you.
Exactly. It's like, bro, the Cowboys can go suck it.
I mean, I get it. I'm not the biggest Cowboys, fan or whatever either. I also think the Packers need to be brought back down to earth a little bit. And I think that game did. I think the Packers fans are, a little quieter this week, which is kind of nice.
Would you rather tie or lose?
Well, tie, obviously.
Okay. Kick is away.
He muffs it.
And he muffed it. He picks it up around the 18.
He still gets a good return.
It's like the 33, cuz 205 or 204 left in the half.
Even after muffing it, he still. He caught it on the bounce and he got a running start, but he still got a good return.
That's because that's how stupid the damn kick rules are now.
It's true.
Because if they were running before he muffed it, he probably would have only got to like the 25 or 23-yard line. So dumb the freaking kick rules are, man. Talking about the taunting rules being dumb, and don't get me wrong, they are dumb. But honestly, the kicking rules are just as dumb. If not dumber. First and 10, 49ers have at their own 33. Mac Jones takes a snap. He throws, and that ball, I'm pretty sure got batted down. Second down, 2-minute warning.
All right then. I'm gonna try to get these predictions ready to go. You never said who your prediction for this game was. It's close enough.
Rams 33, 49ers 26.
Okay, I was gonna say it's close enough now that if you didn't, you can probably still say something and it'll still count. But so we're both saying Rams.
Yeah. On Rams. What is it with bad quarterbacks going somewhere else and just becoming superstars, bro? But bro, can y'all just stay terrible, please? So confusing. Like, who gave you permission to be a good quarterback?
Wait, are we at home against Detroit?
I thought,
Interesting.
maybe. Yeah, y'all are at home. And funnily enough, this will actually be the first show or the first stream that you do that I'm actually able to watch a live time and not have to replay it.
There you go.
Because on Monday I was doing something, and every other week I'm pretty sure there's a Saints game going on. Well, then your Vikings Bengals stream, I was also doing something at that time. So,
y'all gonna beat the Giants?
Yes.
Even with the new kid in there?
I am not, bruh. Well, I'm not even gonna say that because I was 98% sure we were gonna beat the 49ers. But look, Giants. Would I be surprised if we lose? Heck no. But the thing is, they don't got neighbors. I don't even know who their running back one is. Jackson Dart is a rookie. Their tight end sucks. Their defense is aight. It's like, why can't this? Like, if there's any game on the schedule for the Saints to win, this is the game to do it.
I think it would be kind of funny if y'all lost to Jackson Dart. Like remember when we streamed the draft and me and you started bursting out laughing when the Giants took him? So it'd be kind of funny if they ended up beating you guys.
Are you gonna point that out if we lose on our next stream?
No, not on the stream. I probably will on the recap episode though, yeah.
Okay. Nah, bro. I still feel what I feel about Dart, you know.
Yeah, I'm not. He looked pretty good.
I went on Sunday. That's not gonna convince me that Dart is gonna be the franchise guy.
Yeah, I'm not trying to argue that he's going to be like, you know, like great or anything like that. I'm just saying like maybe he, you know, based off of one game of evidence and you know maybe not even in the entire game at that. But he definitely doesn't look terrible.
Jones is all dead to throw, and he throws, and it's caught wide open.
There was no need for that to be as high as it was. Worked out, but...
It worked out! First and 10 for San Francisco. From their own 45, Jones under center. McCaffrey motions out. Jones takes a snap. He dumps it off. McCaffrey, and he gets lit up. He drops it. I don't know. Are they calling that? No, they're calling it incomplete. McCaffrey got lit up on that play by Nate Landman, former Falcon, believe it or not. 2nd and 10. And yes, I'm keeping tabs on everybody. Let's see. Does he ever have possession? Nah, he never has possession. So you have the second now. That wasn't even McCaffrey. That was Jake Thomas. Just injured Ram though.
Is that the same guy who forced the incompletion?
I mean, I think so.
That'd be unfortunate.
I guess he I guess he got the wind knocked out of himself.
I guess.
I mean, it is the month of Halloween.
All right, I'm gonna go grab some coffee, so I'm gonna let you talk to the people here for a little bit.
All right, guys, the Bengals suck. So this is what we're going to say. 28-3 is the best score of all time. The Steelers will always be better than the Bengals. What?
I don't know about that. But I might agree with your first point. The Bengals do kind of suck.
Anyway, yeah, and the Bengals will never win a Super Bowl until they all die. I just like Joan. But anyways, how y'all doing tonight, y'all? Y'all doing tonight? Good Thursday night of the Week 5 action, and we still have, 12 or 13 more miserable games to go as a Saints fan, if you're a Saints fan. We have Bengal fans in here, Viking fan in here, and I think that's it. I don't know who Daniel Berry Sports Highlights team is. And you obviously got a Saints and a Bengals fan doing the stream. Anyways, now, don't tell Kyle I said this, but Kyle doesn't know anything about football. Okay? Kyle actually told me himself that he wants the Steelers to win a Super Bowl. He's actually a Steelers fan, but he just doesn't want to admit that. So that's why he's pretending to be a Bengals fan. He actually said he hopes the Bengals lose the rest of their games, man. Okay? Oh my God, who would do such a thing? Like, Kyle literally said that he hopes that the Saints win a Super Bowl before the Bengals do. That's how fake of a Bengal fan this man is, bro. He told me that during the Packers-Cowboys game, bro. It's like, man, he's like, I hope the Bengals lose every single game. Yeah. Anyways, that's Stan Kroenke, or whatever his name is. Colorado Avalanche, 2022 Stanley Cup champions. That dude looks like Ryan Fitzpatrick. 2nd and 10. 49ers have at their own 45 with 1:16 left in the half. Glad I got high boots on. That's funny. I don't know what high boots got to do with this thing. Kendrick Bourne in motion. Rams player saying that, or Jared Verse saying that's offsides on Bourne, and a flag comes out after the handoff to McCaffrey, so Verse might have gotten it right. I honestly think he kind of lined up offsides, to be honest with you. And Jared Verse is like, brother in Christ! Let's see what they call it. All right, they call it legal formation on the 49ers. They decline the penalty so it can be 3rd down. The Rams want any chance on getting back in this game. They need to stop 1:11 in the half. 3rd and 10 for the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan walking down the sideline like a mothering breast. All right, 3rd and 10. 49ers have at their own 46. Mac Jones, number 10. Just looking at the people. All right, timeout. 1:11 left in the half. The 49ers blow their 2nd timeout of the first half. 1:11 to go. How much time do y'all need? Trent Williams versus Jared Verse. It's been a pretty good matchup. Verse has won a couple matchups versus Trent, but I think Trent Williams overall is probably winning against Jared Verse. Like, Jared Verse played 14 snaps pass rushing and only got 1 pressure. So I think Trent Williams is clearly winning the battle between him and Jared Verse. But you know, it's still the 2nd quarter with 1:11 to go, so anything can happen. 3rd and 10, like, shoot, Jared Verse probably score a touchdown on this play, like with like a fumble recovery or a pick 6 or something. 3rd and 10, Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones dumps it off, caught by McCaffrey, I think. No, that's Jake Tonj. Why do I keep thinking this man's McCaffrey? Jake Tonj just picks up 49ers first down. Mac Jones is saying hurry, and I didn't really call this man Kyle Shuck. Kyle Shanahan called a play, I guess. 1st and 10 with the 49ers. They have the ball at the Rams 43. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones, he's going to throw. It's caught by Bourne, I think. Is that Bourne? No, that's not Bourne. That's Marcus Robinson. 2nd down with under 40 seconds left. Mac Jones is now saying steady, steady, I think. I don't know. I can't read lips, but I think that's what he's saying. 2nd and 2. 49ers have it at the Rams 35. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones throws. Woo! That was risky. Intended for Marquez Valdes-Scantling, but if Quentin Lake was there a little bit earlier, that could have been picked off. 3rd and 2. 26 seconds to go in the half. 3rd and 2 for the 49ers. Come on, Rams. Look, I don't like y'all, but I want y'all to win this game, man. Actually, yeah, I did say that, right? Yeah. 3rd and 2 for the Niners. 3rd and 2. 49ers have it at the Rams 35. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Now, that's definitely to McCaffrey. Picks up a 1st down. 49ers, they just play for the field goal probably, and I think that's probably the smart decision. They might take like maybe one shot to the end zone. Mac Jones spikes it with 13 seconds left. They only got one timeout. Rams have 2. So yeah, the Rams are most likely not going to see this ball unless they force a turnover right here. But yeah, I think it's going to end the half with the 49ers either being up 7 or up 10 because I doubt to get a touchdown here. I mean, hey, crazy things have happened, you know. 13 seconds, which was enough time for Bills fans to be heartbroken. So we'll see about here. 2nd and 10. 49ers have it at the Rams 27. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones, he's looking, he throws, and that was a bad ball intended for Marcus Valdes-Scantling. That could have also been intercepted. 3rd and 10 with 9 seconds to go. 2009 seconds now playing. 3rd and 10, 9 seconds left. This is probably going to be the last meaningful play before the field goal if they kick the field goal. I mean, they're definitely going to kick the field goal even if they get a first down here. But we'll see. It depends on how much time's left, and they gotta. Hey, the Rams might. If nobody's open, Mac Jones is just gonna throw it away most likely, unless he's stupid. 3rd and 10. All right. 9 seconds left. 49. Or no, I think the Rams called timeout. Kyle, you are muted, so I cannot hear anything you're saying. Rams called a second. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Did I miss anything?
You missed a lot.
What happened?
49ers just driving it down the Rams' throats.
That's about par for the course of this today.
Yep, 9 seconds left.
Right. Jeff says the funny thing about the Packers game is they tied with no time left in OT. Dude, what was crazy is I genuinely thought that they ran out of time. I think Mikey might have thought that too.
I'm like, bro, I still think there was no time left. I think the clock manager was just being generous with that. Right,
and I was saying before that play, I was like, what if they run out of time? And Mikey was like, Kyle, stop being a dick. They're not going to run out of time. And then they basically did.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. 49ers have it at the Rams. Something. It's a handoff up the middle of McCaffrey. He's driving it. You got to get down. And he does. 4th down, 2 seconds. They call a timeout to kick that field goal, probably. Which.
Glad I got high boots on. Right. Should have been an INT on the 13-second play. I did not see it. You missed your co-host talking big poo. You owe him a noogie. I'm sure he did, stranger. I'm sure. I not only am I sure he did, I know I do the same thing. So.
Hey, I didn't say nothing about you being a Steelers fan.
Oh, okay. Now I might be looking for a new co-host then, if that's what you were saying.
I did not say that you said that that you hope the Bengals lose every game and you hope the Steelers win the Super Bowl. I didn't say that. I didn't say that you said that you're not actually a Bengals fan, you're actually a Steelers fan.
Yeah, and I would never say that, you finally admitted that the Saints cheated in the Super Bowl and that 2018 was a fair result and that the Falcons deserved to win a Super Bowl before the Saints ever win a fair one.
Hey, we did cheat in the Super Bowl.
Do what?
We did cheat in the Super Bowl. But we still won, though.
Yeah, but all that other stuff, too, though.
Yeah, well, the other stuff's not true, but I can admit, because I'm not a Rams fan, so I admit when we do cheat.
Well, I will say one thing. As far as all the cheating, everything goes, people want to, you can basically look at every team that's won a Super Bowl, and you could argue about why they cheated, right? Every NFL team is trying to cheat in every game that they play. Nobody is trying to play. It's football played at the highest level with barely any margin between the talent levels of these guys. You look at a team for example, the Vikings blowing the hell out of the Bengals, right? But every single person on the Bengals roster is one of the greatest football players in the entire world. It's the top 1% of college teams. So the actual difference between these teams is so small. Every team is basically trying to cheat on. I used to say this actually in defense of people complaining about the Patriots and their cheating and everything like that. I used to be like, I mean, yeah, but like everybody cheats. I mean, you could go like, you brought up the Steelers, like, how many like, like how many of their players were just like, absolutely roided up in the 70s, and a big part of why they had the edge. And like I know roids were a lot bigger of a problem in general in like the 70s and stuff like that, but the Steelers players were like on another level. The 49ers were, playing so fast and loose with the salaries back then when they were having their run. Like, I don't have one off the top of my head, but I'm sure you could find a reason why the Cowboys dynasty was full of cheating. And then look at the Chiefs and the refs. I mean, like, every team that wins the Super Bowl, and probably every team, is probably cheating half the time, or at least trying to find ways to cheat without getting caught.
Yeah. Can we do predictions now before we run out of time?
Yeah, probably. Let me catch up. Comments, shitting the bed. Yeah, I guess. So what you're saying is the Pats suck at cheating? Well, they do now. They didn't. They were doing it quite well for a while. The Squealers steroids were on steroids. That's what I'm saying. The Steelers dynasty was largely due to steroids.
Bring back steroids.
No, don't bring back steroids. We're not. That's not.
I want to see more cheating.
That. Okay, that goes beyond cheating. That's drugs.
Okay, what? Who said drugs were bad for people?
Science.
Science is overrated.
Okay.
Prediction time.
Anyway, prediction time. So we're gonna start out with the Minnesota Vikings going to Cleveland to play the Cleveland Browns. Mikey, what do you think is gonna happen?
Vikings 32-15.
32-15, huh? You think the Browns will score 15?
Yes, 32-15.
Okay.
32-15.
Well, I also think the Vikings are going to win. I don't know if I'm going to say the Browns are going to score 15, but not because I'm going to say the Browns' offense is not that bad. Just more so I don't know, like, 15 seems like a wild score to actually predict.
Okay.
All right, so next you got the Raiders going to Indianapolis to play the Colts, the suddenly mortal-looking Colts, even though it was still a very good game.
Give me the Raiders to win this one, 31-15.
Are you even trying anymore?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm still gonna take your predictions seriously, like your who's gonna win seriously, but. Okay, so Mikey's got the. Did you say the Raiders?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Your whole 31-15 shit like distracted me so much. I totally didn't even realize you said the Raiders. This man picked the Raiders.
Hey, the Raiders have won a game this season.
Barely.
Yeah, because they beat the trash Patriots.
And look at the effort they put out against the Bears. Like Ashton Genty finally looked good.
They lost only by a single point.
Yeah, but it's just the way they lost. It's just I don't know. I don't really believe in the Raiders at all. And as much as I want to pick the Raiders, I'm not going to. I'm going to pick the Colts.
Okay. Daniel Jones will come down to earth any second now.
Cowboys Jets.
Cowboys 23, Jets 18.
Okay, I'm gonna say Cowboys 40-40.
Okay.
That's not even.
Wait, why would it be Cowboys 40-40?
Because they're just gonna win by default.
Okay.
All right. So Broncos at Eagles. What you got?
Broncos 15, Eagles 14.
Why? I mean, holding the Eagles down to 14 is maybe not the craziest thing you've said, because the Broncos have a pretty good defense. But why all the 15s?
Someone's gotta get love to these 15s.
How many times do you see teams scoring 15 points? Exactly. Tomorrow. Okay. I am between the Broncos and the Eagles. I'm gonna take the Eagles. I'll be honest. Like, and This will just tell you how I feel about the Bengals. I don't think that the Broncos are a very good football team. I think they've got a good defense and they got a really suspect offense.
28-3.
I am aware. That's how bad I feel about the Bengals. Just wait till we get to them.
I'm talking about the best score of all time. 28-3 is what you lost.
Well, that wasn't a final score, the one that you're referring to.
Y'all lost 38, or y'all lost 28-3.
I know we lost 28-3. I'm just saying the Broncos are not as good as that scoreline is. I think even Broncos fans would agree watching that game. It's like, yeah, the Broncos came away looking really good, but mostly because the Bengals were really bad.
Well, that's not very nice of you.
No, it's not. It's that I'm intentionally being mean to the Bengals because they fucking deserve it.
But when I say the Saints only lost to the Bills 31-19, you're like, well, it was 31-19. But when you only lose to them 28-3, it's the Broncos weren't that good.
No. What I'm saying is the Bengals were awful.
Good to know.
I'm saying the Broncos. Well, the Broncos. I think the Broncos performed better than the Vikings did. I think, like I said, I think with the Vikings it was a lot of chaos. That's why the blowout happened. With the Broncos, I'll give them the respect of playing well. I just the team that they were playing might as well have been, fucking college team. The way they played.
Okay.
All right. Dolphins at Panthers.
Panthers 26-21.
I disagree. I have seen exactly nothing to be excited about when it comes to the Panthers so far. And the Dolphins, I've also seen nothing to be excited about. But they showed a little bit of life against the Jets. So, I'll take the Dolphins this week.
Okay.
I don't think Mike McDaniel's getting fired anytime soon. So, might as well just see if he can try to win. Texans at Ravens.
Texans 39-21.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I mean, that's not the most insane scoreline I've ever heard from him before, but I don't see the Ravens getting blown out like that against the Texans, who are not very good.
The Ravens suck.
I don't really believe too much in the Ravens, but I also really don't believe in the Texans. So I'm gonna pick the Ravens here. And if I'm wrong, then I'm happy. I'm like, I win either way. So
you will be rooting for the Ravens, and you're gonna like it.
I am not gonna be rooting for the Ravens. I did that in one Super Bowl because I was still salty about two games that happened before I was born.
Yeah, and I'm the crazy one.
Well, you know what? That was I was a much younger man back then.
Okay.
I was like 20 years old coming right off of brain surgery, okay?
I was like 4.
Yeah, probably
if
about.
that.
All right, Titans going to Arizona to play the Cardinals. And the fact that anybody in America is going to be forced to watch this game, I think should be considered a war crime.
Give me the Cardinals to win 22-19. Titans are so bad.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. The Titans are very bad, and therefore, I think the Cardinals are just going to win pretty much by default. They just got to walk in the stadium, and they'll win.
Yeah.
Buccaneers going to Seattle.
That's what I said about the Saints-Bills game. It's like, if you're the Saints and you see the Bills walk into the stadium, you already lost at that point.
Well, y'all like made it interesting there for like a few minutes, and then you made Chris Olave throw the ball.
Yeah, which I hope I never see that man again. Anyway.
Next one is Buccaneers going to Seattle to play the 12th man.
Give me the Seahawks to win that one, 23-15.
Yeah, I don't know this one. I could honest. I'm about as 50-50 on this one as I've ever been on any game ever.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna go with the Seahawks because they're the home team and the Seahawks do tend to have a home field advantage.
Good.
But I would not be surprised at all if the Buccaneers win.
Good.
All right, so we got the Commanders going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers.
Chargers 19-17.
Yeah, I don't even have to. Wait, is Jaden Daniels back for this game?
Yes. Or
Oh, he is
supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, it's not confirmed, but he's more likely to play this week than he was the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, if Jaden Daniels plays, I'm going to take the Commanders. Yeah, I'm not saying the Commanders look great even with Jaden Daniels this year, but I do think the Chargers, like, as good as the Chargers have looked, they kind of laid an egg against the Giants.
Tell them not to do that.
No, I don't like the Chargers. I'm happy to see them lose.
But you would rather watch the Giants win?
I don't have beef with the Giants like I used to. I used to hate them because of Eli Manning.
I hope the Giants suffer.
I have no issue with the Giants these days. I used to hate Eli Manning, but these days I have no issues with the Giants.
Okay, next one.
I just didn't like the fact that I didn't, and I think my opinion these days would be different if something like that happened today. But when I was a kid, I didn't like the fact that Eli Manning basically played chicken with the Chargers in the draft, and he was like, don't draft me, and then they drafted him. He's like, I'm not gonna play for you, and like today, I think today I'd be more in favor of something like that happening. But at the time when I was a kid, I was like, that's weak.
That's nice.
So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Between these two teams in 2025, if Jaden Daniels plays, I'm going to take the Commanders. So you're saying he's likely to play?
That's what the reports are saying.
Okay, I'm going to say likely the Commanders, but I'm going to hedge that and say if Jaden Daniels does not play, then I'm going to take the Chargers.
So you're doing the asterisk prediction.
Well, yeah, because I think it 100%. Like whether Jaden Daniels plays, like if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I don't think the Commanders have a shot. I don't think it's even a fair, I don't think it's a fair prediction at that point at all.
I mean, they scored 40 points against the Raiders with Marcus Mariota. So.
I don't care.
Okay.
All right. And so before this kickoff starts, we got the Patriots going to Buffalo to play the Bills. And are you picking anybody but the Bills here?
Bills win 20-18.
Yeah, I don't know about 20-18, but I think the Bills will win decisively, not 20-18. Maybe we can get one more in here. Chiefs going to Jaguars to play the Chiefs going to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. What do you think?
Jaguars 22-20.
Jaguars 22-20. I'm also going to take the Jaguars because the Jaguars have been impressing me to some extent, and the Chiefs. Well, they looked good against the Ravens, but I think everybody looks good against the Ravens right now.
Kick is away to start the second half. It will be fielded around the 10-yard. A lot of short kicks today. He's going to be returning to the 30, to the 45. Gets it to like 37. Great return by the Rams.
Yep. And when we come, I guess on the next commercial break or whatever, we only have 2 games left to do, and that's our 2 teams' games. So we'll get to those at the next break.
Hooray. Sean McVay. 6 wins when trailing at halftime, most in NFL. So.
I mean, I wouldn't be.
Do you know they had that big record where it's like he did not lose a game when he was leading at halftime, but then the Saints playoff lines are on the line, and he's like, "No, I got to break that record." Sorry, Saints fans.
Don't remember that.
First and 10. Well, I'm explaining it to you after this. Stafford throws, caught by Puka Nacua, and he gets like 4 yards. Man, if you remember, the Saints he was like 55-0 when leading at halftime. But if the Rams beat the 49ers, Saints make the playoffs. And they were up 17-0 against the 49ers at halftime. And they're like, nah, we're going to blow this game. Sorry, Saints fans.
Mikey's favorite prediction, 14-13.
What?
It's the fact that you give scores like that all the time.
Okay, they're not going to call it. Stafford gets hit as he throws. Ooh, and he caught it.
Yeah, that was a great catch. Not a very good throw, but
I thought that was false start personally, but hey, it's first time around.
They didn't call it. It was okay. I think I saw what you saw. It was like it was a twitch, which I mean they called Ted Karras for less than that against the Broncos.
Oh no, I saw that.
That was stupid. Now that does not explain away the whole rest of the game. I'm not saying that flag did the Bengals in, but it was a dumb flag.
Flag on the play.
Mikey's Aints are pathetic since Breeze, Sean Payton, and Michael Thomas left. I think Michael Thomas was part of the problem, Jim.
And the Vikings have been pathetic forever. What's the flag? Holding on the 49ers.
Holding on both teams. It's going to be offsetting.
Oh, both teams? So it's going to be second down.
Panthers won 30-0. They sure did.
They did do that now. Against the Falcons.
Bills get throttled 45-3. Okay, Richard. All right. Okay. All right. You can chill a little bit. All right. Okay.
Richard, how much Kool-Aid have you been sipping on tonight?
I think all of it. I think all of it.
Yeah, probably. Kool-Aid's good, but not that good. 1st and 10. Hand off to Kyron Williams up the middle. Gets like 5 yards there. Second down. Rams currently have a negative EPA per play. Cool.
Easily the worst division in the NFL. The South. I don't know about that. The Buccaneers are pretty good.
Well, I mean, 2nd and 6. Rams have it. The 49ers are, I mean, the AFC East is pretty bad other than Buffalo. Hand off to Kyron Williams, or not. I'm confused.
That was weird. Not quite sure what happened.
They got the hand off, and then the next thing you know, the ball is incomplete.
I would say the combination of the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins is about equal, maybe even slightly better than the combination of the Falcons, Panthers, and Saints. And then the Bills are better than the Buccaneers. So I think I think just it's a bit of a tilt, but I think you give the tilt to the AFC East at that point.
3rd and 6.
What a drop! Oh my God! Good Lord!
Kyron Williams has been off of his game tonight. He's the one that fumbled the ball earlier, and now he's dropping it all over the place.
Good Lord, he's gonna get cut like in the 3rd quarter.
Kyron Williams is literally the Chris Olave of running backs right now. He can't do his first job right, and he can't do his second job right.
You talk a lot of you talk a lot of trash about Chris Olave, who's been like one of your favorite players in the NFL in the past.
He used to be. 53-yard field goal. My heart's not with Olave no more. He has to earn it back.
He's up and nope, he missed it. Shanked. I think that might have been blocked too.
God help us all.
Or not blocked, but I think the 49ers might have gotten like a finger on it. I'm wrong. Okay, never mind.
Nah, that's a clean kick.
Score is actually 17-7 49ers now. That is indeed true. That is indeed true.
Why is it still in the quarter two, Kyle?
Is because I love football so much that I'm distracted by football and not changing the thing.
Quarter 3, Kyle.
You know part of why I thought that this format might be more enjoyable to do with like you doing one half and me doing the other half is it would give me a chance to like kind of like break my focus long enough to like make sure that I get the scoreboard right, because I don't have to be like constantly like narrating and talking every single second because I have somebody to back me up. But even now I'm still bad with the scoreboard.
Yeah,
I just need to hire somebody to do the scoreboard for me.
You see, Kyle, it's all about mindset. Like, if you're going to be a Saints fan, you got to know Dennis Allen is a piece of garbage.
Right. Well, I'm not trying to be a Saints fan, though. I'm already a Bengals fan. That's hard enough.
That's not what I said when you left to go get some coffee.
Well, you know what? I would take that over the other thing that you said.
Oh, no, you still said that you hope the Steelers win every Super Bowl.
I would be a Saints fan 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000 times before I even consider, unironically, wearing anything related to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All the Steelers wear the same color. Well, not the same colors, but like.
Well, no, it's a different yellow. That's the big difference. Hell, when before Cincinnati got an MLS team, the MLS team that I rooted for was the team in Columbus, the Columbus Crew. But I didn't even really like wearing the jersey because it was yellow and black.
Man, look, I hate the Steelers for one reason, and that's because they keep saying we're black and gold. Man, y'all black and yellow.
That's the thing. They're not black. I've never understood why they say black and gold. Like, no, you're not. The Saints are black and gold.
Like, there's only one team in the NFL black and gold, and it ain't the Steelers. I'll tell you that.
And I'm not gonna lie to you.
Black and gold.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks way better on the Saints. Like the black and gold looks cool as hell. Black and yellow just looks like a fucking looks like a fucking wet floor sign.
Or no, a hockey team.
It looks like a wet floor sign.
Yeah, like I love our jerseys. I love the black and gold.
Yeah, y'all got legitimately one of the best color schemes in the NFL. Like, I will give you that.
Yeah.
Not the best, because that's
not
us.
Be delusional. Even Kyle's saying it. Look, I think the Saints have one of the best jerseys in the entire league because that black and gold combination fits perfectly. Hand it up the middle of McCaffrey. That's like maybe 2 yards.
We all know the best color combination in the NFL is the Bengals.
I mean, y'all have a solid combination. I'll say that.
I should be honest. I think if I'm taking the Bengals out of it because I know I'm biased, I know I'm biased and I know I can't really analyze the Bengals color combination in an unbiased way. It's just not really physically possible for me to do so. So I think my favorite color combination in the NFL is the Jaguars, honestly.
They have a solid one, too. I really like the Chargers navy blue.
I like the Chargers navy blue. Yes, I agree. I've never.
Mac Jones throws in that one.
To nobody. It was just there were more Rams players in the area, but it went out of bounds anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying the Saints have the best jersey combination, but it's like they at least have top 10.
The Saints are definitely up there as far as like best jerseys in the NFL. I do believe that. Now,
yeah,
I think.
Hey, everybody saying I'm biased, even Kyle saying this.
I think, and I'm again. I don't know how much I can say this in an unbiased, like, I don't know how genuinely unbiased I can be, but I really do believe the Bengals have the best helmets in the NFL. Now that's interference. That's clear interference.
Man, why y'all gotta call that, bro? That's not PR.
Yeah, he was way early, dude. If they'd done that against the Saints, you'd be complaining, in like a decade,
that's
like you're doing now.
Do you not see what I'm trying to do?
Apparently not.
I'm trying to make sure refs don't ever, or the Rams never get PI call ever again in their life. So why they gotta call that?
Why would you not want them to get PI calls? Like, what?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I got myself confused.
Yeah, that's the other way around, I think.
You can call that forever. 1st and 10. 49ers have it. The Rams 49. Keep calling this man Purdy. Mac Jones.
Wow.
That is.
They just left him wide open. Like, it wasn't even like. John says go Cardinals, and like I think as a Cincinnati like native, I'm supposed to not like the Cardinals. I don't know. I don't have a big problem with the Cardinals. Like, Mark McGwire was really exciting when I was a kid, and it was like the only thing I ever really found all that interesting about baseball was Mark McGwire's home run streak. So I don't have that much of a problem with the Cardinals, really.
Well, hold up. Richard asked me a question about the draft and what I think the Saints should do. I think we got to go either receiver, defensive tackle, or cornerback, personally. Pitts and McCaffrey. Gets like a couple yards. Like, a lot of people are saying we're still taking quarterback. Yeah, we might take a quarterback still. That's still a high possibility. Mac Jones is limping around right now. Yeah. But it's like, that's not good. But it's like, Rattler's fine. Like, I know his record says he's 0-10, but like, we're not losing these games because of Spencer Rattler.
Now, hold on, Jim. I want to come back to this comment here in a second. You say you're not impressed with any team with 13 games left in the regular season, but you're so ready to condemn teams with 13 games left in the regular season. You're just not really ready to say anybody's good, but you're totally ready to say people suck.
Hand off to Brian Robinson.
Now, I'm not disagreeing that the Bengals suck right now. I'm not disagreeing that the Saints are bad and going to continue being bad all season. But I think your logic's a little faulty. Like, your consistency's a little off here.
They're down for the 49ers.
Say Bills win. What?
I'm trying to see who the 49ers start string QB is, because if Mac Jones has to go out, My
brain tells me Josh Johnson, even though I'm sure he's well retired by now.
3rd and 3. Mac Jones takes a snap.
Wow, nice throw.
Caught by Bourne, rockets it over the middle.
That was a beautiful throw there by Mac Jones. Like the last time I saw a throw that beautiful for like 15 yards, or not even 15 yards. Like it was like the ball itself traveled like 5 yards. The last time I saw a throw that beautiful at that place in the field was Joe Burrow. That was an incredible throw there by Mac Jones. I did it too.
Yeah, you see, I ain't doing you one. 1st and 10. 49ers have it, the Rams 13. Clearball score another touchdown. Jones on the center. It's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey.
Oh,
Jets
man.
about 4 yards, 2nd down. Let's see, there's the next guy on there. That's is Adrian Martinez.
Aren't the Yankees playing the Red Sox? Like, that does make me sad. I want the Red Sox to win, man. I would root for the Reds over the Red Sox, but like I definitely kind of vibe with the Red Sox a little bit.
Now I remember because they just saw Martinez today. 2nd and 6.
Put the Buccaneers in the NFC North and they'd have a losing record. I don't agree with that, Jim. I think the Buccaneers are legitimately a pretty good team.
It's play action. Jones throws under pressure. It's caught by Bourne. Bourne's been making plays tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still shocked the Patriots let this man go.
I'd be a fan of politicians before the squealers. I agree. I'm not going to get too into talking about politics on this channel, but I'll just say, like, I think we can all agree that we have politicians that we do not like. So the ones that I do not like, which I'm not going to get into on this channel, but the politicians I do not like, I still like more than I like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I would rather root for chemical warfare than the Falcons winning anything. And I think the middle of McCaffrey, he's fighting, doesn't really get it in though. So.
I think I would probably root for the Steelers over chemical warfare. I think that there's two varying levels of like things that actually matter going on here. Let's see.
I'll root for the
can't beat orange and black as a color scheme. It's the Bengals nailed.
I like the stripes, and I also like the white helmets.
Right, the stripes, the Bengals nailed the branding. Honestly, until they came out with the dumbass B logo. But other than that, the Bengals absolutely nailed having just like the coolest theme in the NFL. Now, it'd be also nice if they could, like, win some football games in addition to being cool looking. It'd be nice if, like, they win a Super Bowl literally ever. But they look really cool. The uniforms look slick as hell.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. The Saints came out with all gold uniforms this year. I liked it at the time, but now that I saw them, it's like I think the idea is cool. The design that came out right.
I think they look better in like a showcase than they do actually in game. Because part of
now they just look like tannish, grayish thing.
Well,
like,
part of the
I like the idea. As an alternate, it's fine, but it's like.
Well, part of the problem is you got to think about like where. Like the context of what these like uniforms are going to be mostly seen in. Most of the time when you see like these like big reveal types of like runway type of like, look at our like the new jersey reveals and stuff like that. They always have like really high contrast backgrounds that just really make those colors pop. But these NFL teams are playing on like dull green grass. And like a lot of these like color schemes just don't look nearly as damn good against that dull green grass background.
Mm-hmm. 3rd and goal. 49ers trying to punch it in. Number 1 on the field. Number 1 in your heart. 3rd and goal.
I don't know about that, but
inside the 3-yard line. They say that
gets hit.
It gets hit, incomplete. They say the truth, but
Mac Jones is down.
And now he's. I told you something. I told you he was not going to finish this game.
Holy crap!
Now Adrian Martinez is going to have to step in, and he just got on the team today.
And people talk about like all the Joe Burrow getting hurt all the time and how reprehensible the Bengals are for letting that happen to him. But, like, look at all the injuries that 49ers quarterbacks get. Nobody ever talks about them.
That's because they win.
They don't always win. They've been pretty bad at times.
That was just a hard hit.
Yeah.
Bro. Shanahan said, we talked about.
Oh, yeah, and he came down. He came down weird on that leg, too. Like, I think
Shanahan set Mac Jones up to fail on that entire drive.
That was. I think it's quite possible that Kyle Shanahan personally does not like Mac Jones as a person.
Then why would he be playing in the first place?
Because he's trying to get him hurt.
Then why would he have signed him?
To try to get him hurt.
What?
I'm just being conspiratorial.
I actually have a theory I had a theory. I don't know if I said it online, but I think Zach Wilson's the reason Rodgers got hurt.
All right, so what? Okay, I had something else I was going to talk about, but we need to go. What? Zach Wilson got Aaron Rodgers hurt.
He does on the line to get Aaron Rodgers hurt.
I mean, that kind of sounds like something Zach Wilson would do, but like what?
Do you not remember what Zach Wilson said before they signed Rodgers?
What?
Or traded for him? He said that he's going to make because the media asked him a question. What would you do if the Jets brought in another quarterback? And he said, "I'm gonna make his life hell in practice."
I don't think he meant that.
Well, damn. Well, I just find it coincidental that Wilson did not like the idea of Jets getting quarterback, and then 4 plays later, Rodgers get hurt.
He apparently is on the Dolphins right now. I didn't even realize he was still in the NFL.
He is on the Dolphins. Okay, now let's bring up Saints game or Bengals game. Which one you want to go to?
Well, I guess let's start with the Saints game because we kind of already talked about that one.
Saints win 27-16.
Wait, I thought you said you're going to pick the Giants.
I said I won't be surprised if the Giants win. But I'm going Saints.
No, earlier I was like, so you're like, I think I said something like, so you're picking the Giants to win, and you're like, yeah.
No, I.
No. I think I said it was the opposite. I said, are you you think the Saints are going to beat the Giants, and you're like, no.
No, I did not.
I'm almost positive that happened earlier, but whatever. I did not. It's fine. So you're picking the Saints.
Yes.
Okay.
In all capital letters with an exclamation point.
Part of me wants to pick the Saints too, but I think I'm gonna take the Giants though because of that defensive line. I just think they're gonna bully Spencer Rattler.
Okay.
All right. Lions Bengals.
Lions 23-19. You're lucky I made it a close game.
I was about to say like I don't know, man. Like I really want to believe. Like, here's the thing: the Bengals can beat the Lions. I just really don't think they will. I think they look broken out there. Like that like part of what was so heartbreaking about that loss to the Broncos, it just looked like the team didn't give a shit anymore. Like. So I'm gonna take the Lions like over the Bengals. Like I'm sorry, but until the Bengals show me otherwise, I don't even think they have the heart in them anymore.
Yeah, I did not. Why do y'all keep saying I said Giants beat the Saints? Look at the clip. I said the Saints were gonna win, bro.
I swear to God you said that.
I swear to God I said the Saints. What is?
I mean, you know what? Like we'll know for sure next week because I'm obviously gonna go through the thing and I'm gonna listen to it and do the tallying up the scores and stuff like that, but maybe you're right. But I'm just saying, I swear to God, I remember you saying that.
I said I won't be shocked if the Giants do beat the Saints, and that honestly might happen. But I said I'm gonna pick the Saints.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Well, you have a bad memory then, because I remember perfectly.
I do have a bad memory. That's also true.
Well, there you go. 20-7.
98. I was 0-1 during that summer. I was.
Another short kick. Turned by the line. 20, 25. He zoots up the middle past the 30. And Kyle, you better fix that scoreboard, buddy.
Yeah, I guess I do need to fix the scoreboard. What's the score right now? 19.
20-7.
20-7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see if Matt Jones returns to the game. I doubt it. I would just play Adrian Martinez if I'm Shanahan.
With the way you're killing him right now, I just like you said, I'd just kind of coast from here, you know?
The fact that the 49ers are dominating the Rams without a quarterback is insane.
Right, with Mac Jones. That means you can probably do fine on your third string.
Stafford is all day, has every single center in the world, and still makes a terrible pass intended for Blake Corum.
I don't think it was. I think he was throwing it away. In '98, I believe I was 6. During the summer, I would have definitely been 6. Yeah.
Second attempt for the Rams at their own 31. 6:20 left. Stafford out of shotgun. Stafford from the 20.
Nice catch.
But it's caught by two. Well,
I almost said Robert Woods.
You done said Robert. How dare you say Robert Woods?
He's been gone for a while. Last I heard, he got cut by the Steelers.
He did get cut by the Steelers now.
John says, "Go Buccaneers." Okay.
What?
I don't remember what I was talking about, but I kind of like the Buccaneers right now. Anyway, historically, I haven't liked the Buccaneers, but ever since Brady joined the Buccaneers, I've liked them more.
I've hated the 49ers. I don't really. There's another Ranger 49er. Good God.
Yankees haven't beaten us in the playoffs since 2003.
Yeah,
they're about to beat you now. Seems to be the case.
16, 17 sacks, 25 tackles for loss, 38 QB hits, and now I was walking off the field on his own power, which is a good sign.
The white jerseys are good? I mean, the white jerseys are fine. I really like that. I think the black. I think the orange jerseys are fucking slick, dude. Honestly.
I think he twisted his knee.
I think so, yeah. But the way he's playing with it right now, it looks like he's probably going to be fine long term.
1st and 10. Rams have it at the 49-35. Stafford throws, caught, wide open over the nose. Puka Nacua. First down, brought down by Fred Warner, but it's first down Rams.
Puka Nacua is just such a fucking hardcore player, dude.
They the truth, but I'm not a believer. Instead, I see them getting owned like a golden retriever.
John thinks that the Giants are going to beat the Saints. Like
John, shut up.
Definitely said Giants. Okay, so Stranger thought it too.
But I swear I did not. And I don't know what you thought you heard, but I did not. I will stand on business. 1st and 10.
Lions going to drop 70 on the Bengals. I don't know about that.
Stafford takes a snap. Stafford steps. He rolls out, throws off the hands of Corum. But to be fair, that was too high.
I definitely think the Lions are going to win, and they're probably going to win decisively. But I mean, I don't know about 70. Like you gotta really just not try to let the other team get to 70. Like the fact that even happened to the Broncos was wild.
No, it wasn't. 2nd and 10.
It was pretty wild, especially because they have a good defense.
No, it wasn't. 2nd and 10.
Pretty wild.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not? Especially because it was the Dolphins who were doing it to them.
No, it wasn't. 2nd and 10. No, it wasn't. Stafford takes snap. Quick throw. Caught by Puka.
Nice screen.
Got some blockers. Gets it across the 10-yard line for a first down.
Boston 0, New York Yankees 4, end of 7th. Yeah. So like Richard's like they haven't beaten us in the playoffs since 2003, but like look like they're about to beat you in the playoffs.
All right, 1st and goal. The Rams, they got to get a touchdown on this drive, man. Especially how this drive's going. And if they didn't fumble the ball when they had the ball around here earlier, they could take the lead here. But no, Kyron Williams wants to play dookie. 1st and goal. Stafford's going to do a delayed handoff, but Kyron Williams breaks 3, gets it down to the 1. Well, it doesn't really break 3, but was carrying some guys on his back. Gets it down to the 1. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Is it just me, or is this game going fast? We're almost in the 4th quarter.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like I mean, I'm not tremendously upset about that. Like, I would like to maybe do something else before I go straight to bed after this game.
2nd and goal for the Rams. Rams have the ball at the goal line. 49ers 1.
Pick 6.
Nice.
Quick throw, caught for the touchdown.
That was oddly a
Puka Nacua.
That oddly did not look like a very good pass, and also at the same time may have been the perfect pass.
Yeah, Puka Nacua with the touchdown. Second touchdown of the day by the Rams.
All right, and the Rams are right back in this now.
Yeah.
So it's weird. You wonder if that Purdy injury is going to matter. Fucking Purdy. Well, maybe Purdy. The Mac Jones injury, you wonder if that's going to matter now.
Yeah, he was definitely in the end zone. All right.
Trying to get Rams done for the week. Boo. Yeah, well, the Rams are storming back now, John.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
Mac Jones looks like he's going back in.
Interesting.
At least he's warming up. Well, with like exercises. Joshua Cardi, who's always in free.
Almost blocked, but not quite.
And it's good up the middle. You know we're getting a blocked field goal at some point in this game.
I mean, if it hasn't happened yet, I don't know if that's true.
No, it's bound to happen. 20-14.
It feels like there's already been too many. Like it feels like there aren't going to be any more blocked field goals for like the next 20 years now.
Yo, Kyle, you remember when Tom Grossi did them division things every week?
You mean the
sagas?
Yeah, the sagas. Yeah, what about them?
Well, in the South Saga, the Saints fan, aka JB, Mr. JB, he done said to the Falcons fan, he said, hey, have you ever read the Harry Potter books, or did you read them 3/4 through and then give up?
Yeah, I remember that one. That was fun. Yeah, that was a good one.
And then he also said, it might have been the same video too, or I don't know, but I remember he also said, hey, if you ever want a race, let me know. I'll give you a 3/4 head start.
He also really liked gumbo.
Man, yeah, but the Saints fan, I understand I'm biased, but it's probably Wildflower, and then it's JB on the scale.
No, I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Like, he really brought that Saints fan character home. And he did a trash job on the Bengals character. I was so disappointed when he got to the AFC North. I'm like, really? That the Bengals character is just somebody's kid who's boring and there's like a weird conspiracy around them at the end. Like that's all we get. Okay, fuck you too, Tom Brady.
I don't even remember what happened in the North. All I remember is that they were a family, or some of them were, and then
he did a really his Ravens fan character was really interesting and really like his like
Browns character was like,
yeah, like
didn't he turn evil?
Huh?
Didn't the Browns guy like turn evil or something?
Well, he's a Browns fan, so he's already evil.
But I remember it's like, bro, I don't even remember anything about the North Saga. That's unforgettable.
So the Bengals fan was like the Browns fan's son, but he was actually raised by the
Ravens fan.
No, he's like the Ravens fan and the Browns fan were brothers. And the Bengals fan was the Browns fan's son, but he like wasn't there for him as a kid. So the Ravens fan's the one who actually ended up raising him.
Oh.
And then like
he gets the Bengals fan reaction video a few years ago. The Ravens fan like basically said, "You're not my son no more," in like the Bengals fan reaction video.
Yeah, right. And I thought that was where Kitty Goes Meow started.
Yeah.
It's a fumble! Fumble, and it's returned for a touchdown! I think they're waving it off, though.
Oh, yeah, because the clock's not moving. I'm about to say, though, I got to see the replay, because I thought he was down, but, I
thought he was down, too.
I guess you're not getting replay. 3:40 left. Mac Jones hits the field. Let's see this replay. I want to see. That's a fumble. That should be a fumble.
That's definitely a fumble, and that should be.
I'm challenging that if I'm McVay. I'm challenging.
The thing is, the problem is it still isn't going to be a touchdown because
it's not going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, they called it. They called it dead on the field, so it's going to be.
It's going to be wherever he recovered it from.
Yeah. And so, I mean, this is still huge for the Rams, but it just won't be an automatic touchdown.
I hate that, though, bro. It's like, man.
I agree with that. You should let him play. Even if you know you're going to call it, like, down, you should let him play. And
I understand, the whistle basically determines plays or whatnot. But if he scores a touchdown, man, just give him the touchdown.
Actually, hold on a minute. Like,
that ball's
I do not understand why offensive players are allowed to lead with the helmet and defensive players aren't.
That is also
because that was a really dangerous play there by Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's gonna be Rams ball though. I think Rams fans are booing. So did they already overturn the call? Well,
I think they're booing because they're gonna get the touchdown. Oh no, they're calling it down. What the hell?
What? That's some bull crap.
That was absolutely not down, and the 49ers are immediately going to get a false start.
You know what? Actually, no, I'm glad he was not down, actually. I'm glad he wasn't down. Or I'm glad he was down, actually, But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was bogus. False start. Like, he was clearly not down. I know part of his knee even sniffed the ground.
Yeah, as far as those sagas go, I've considered doing something similar at some point. With my channel, never really got around to doing it. And my thing is, like, I just don't want to do the same thing Tom Grossi did, right? Like, I want to be my own thing. So if I can think of something to do that's similar, I might do something similar. But I don't want to just rip off his thing,
Play action, Mac Jones throws it. It's caught by somebody with the pulse.
We got KGM from the North Saga. No, we got KGM from the fan reactions, and then I think. Because it was the Bengals fan reaction to the 22 season, was it? Might have been earlier than that, actually. Might have been like 2020 or something like that.
I feel like Tom has nailed the Saints fan reaction video every single time.
I don't usually think he does a very good job with the Bengals, to be honest. Like he like his characters are really good, but I don't always think that Tom Grossi's analysis is honestly that great.
Like even back when he first started him, like I think the Minneapolis Miracle was the year that he started them. It was it was the no call, but he started it with the Minneapolis Miracle to lead you to that point. But even that one, I feel like was phenomenal.
I think
that was the first video I ever saw from Tom. He actually had me thinking he was a Saints fan because that's of all the stuff he was saying. Jones, what was that? I don't think he was.
I think in general he's done a good job with the Saints. I just think usually, not always. Sometimes he gets the Bengals right, but I feel like for the most part he just doesn't really know what he's talking about with the Bengals most of the time. He kind of seems like he's pulling it out of his ass, and he doesn't really make much of an effort to not pull it out of his ass. I think he's always. I think for him, the Bengals are probably like a periphery team that he's never really thought about until like the Kitty Goes Meow started on his YouTube channel. And even then, I think he only really cares about the Bengals because of the slogan.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, but he had me actually thinking he was a Saints fan for a hot second. But I
don't know how you think Tom. How do you think Tom Grossi's a Saints fan? What?
Because of the fan reaction videos.
Was were those the only videos you'd seen from him?
No, but it's like the stuff he was saying was so real, like and I didn't know about Packers at the time.
What? Okay, so those were the only videos you'd seen from him then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It was like, but the fan reaction, it's like I actually thought it was the same because like the first year he only did like 8 or 9, and then. I know last year he didn't do any, this year technically he didn't do any because I think he had like all the moving stuff, so he didn't have time. But it's like I think the first year he only did a few, and the Saints were one of them.
Stranger said they should have challenged. Did they not? Because Sean McVay had the red challenge flag out.
But the Rams still have all 3 of their timeouts, so clearly not.
I don't know. That's weird. Why did he not challenge it then? Are they saying it wasn't challengeable or something?
I don't know. McVay looked pissed though, so I'm surprised he didn't challenge.
I think they got it that time.
Let's see, Jones snuck it over.
I think he got it.
Obviously, they're both saying different things, so you can't really tell from the plays.
The clock's still running, so they're probably going to get those.
You can tell from the you can
I
tell
don't
from
know,
the
at
refs.
first I thought he didn't get it at first.
Well, I thought there was a chance he might not get it, but then it always depends on how you fall. Like, because like you're not necessarily, especially on like a quarterback sneak like that, you're not necessarily going to get it on the initial movement. But the quarterback sneak is always about like how you move forward.
Yeah, people first down.
People call it the tush push these days, but you've always like pushing the guy from behind has always been a thing in the NFL.
Are they looking at this again because there's no flag? Or did the timeout get called? Yeah, the 49ers used their second timeout with 1 minute.
Not just a few key plays. I feel like he misses some important analysis sometimes. Like he'll be talking about like, this is my opinion of this team, and I'll be like, have you watched their games? Because that's not what they look like to me. You know, I catch it a lot with the Bengals. Because I remember like in like, a couple of years ago, he was talking about how bad the Bengals defense looked, and or how bad the Bengals defense was, and that's why they weren't going to really end up doing it. Have you watched the Bengals? Like, their defense isn't the best, but it's not as bad as what are you talking about?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people do that with the Saints, even this year. It's like a lot of people are saying the Saints.
It was the 21 season. He was talking about how bad our defense was, and I'm like, our defense is fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I remember even this season, a lot of people have been saying Saints needed to draft a new quarterback, and I'm like, I understand, but like Rattler, isn't like, is he a franchise guy? Maybe not, but he's a guy you can win with.
If he's not the franchise guy, then yeah, you probably do need to draft a quarterback.
Like, I'm not. Look, I'll entertain the idea, but like, if there's no quarterbacks coming out that you love, so then stick with Rattler.
Well, I do kind of agree with that. If you don't really vibe with a guy, then you don't take a guy, right? Like, I mean, I do think it's probably worth, because there's going to be a quarterback you like in the draft somewhere. Whether he's like a first round pick or not, might be worth drafting. Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at this draft class necessarily, so maybe not.
Because there's not a quarterback I love in this draft right now. Okay. But I actually throw Juszczyk, and he's going to be a yard short.
Did his knee hit?
I think so.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
What he should do is react to the highlight of games. That would make the fan reactions better. He kind of, he's got to make them short. That's part of the problem, John. Like, there's too many highlights to react to every single one.
End of the third quarter, and plus that's why he does his individual reactions after main games.
No, but that's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Or unless he is talking about every fans. If that's the case, then like you definitely can't make it longer.
Let's see. Did he? Kyle, you know what you got to do, right?
What?
Fix that scoreboard, my brother.
I don't wanna.
Too bad, bro. Why?
Because that's hard.
Bruh. No. You know what's hard? Dealing with clay every day, but you don't see me complaining.
Dealing with what?
Clay.
Clay?
Mm-hmm.
The substance from the earth?
Sort of.
This is a reference that I don't understand what you're talking about, so okay.
It's school related.
How is anybody listening supposed to know that? It's just some random reference you threw in there with no context.
Well, they should know everything.
All right. John says turnovers are automatically reviewed, but that wasn't a turnover. Must have been automatically reviewed for some reason. I don't know. My only thing is like, because McVay had the challenge flag out, and he was yelling at the refs, so my only thing is there must have been some reason why that play wasn't eligible for, like, challenge.
Look, I am glad that they stuck to their guns. Good job, refs.
I'm not. I'm not really rooting for the Rams necessarily here. I'm rooting for a good game, and I feel like that degrades the quality of the game.
Look, I'm still rooting for the Rams to win this game. If the refs cheat the Rams, I'm all for it.
Okay. I think it's BS that the defense can't push because of player safety, but the offense can. Make that make sense. What do you mean they can't push?
He's talking about with the helmet.
Oh, with the helmet. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's total BS. Like, guys like Patrick Mahomes, like, use it to basically... That's another thing. Like, we were talking about teams cheating. I feel like that's cheating. You know, you want to talk about, like, the Chiefs and their dynasty. A big part of the reason why the Chiefs... are so successful is because Patrick Mahomes knows how to manipulate the rules in a way and find all the loopholes he can to basically give his team an advantage just by playing the rules. He's not actually playing like football in the spirit of football better than anybody else. He's, like sometimes he's doing that. He's a really talented guy. The thing that sucks, he doesn't always need to do it, but he's found such success with manipulating the little fine details of the rules that's the way that he's winning games, and it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, 3rd and 1.
Oh man,
going in the backfield.
There you go. All right.
4, I think it's Nate Landman, the guy from earlier. It's 4th down.
Sure was.
That's probably of course a punting situation.
The 49ers would be insane to not punt here.
I'm the Saints went 4 on 4th and 2.
Yankees win. Boo.
I really don't care.
I like them short, but I feel like it's too short sometimes. Well, if you're talking about every fans, it has to be short, John. Because if he did like full long, trust me, I know this from doing my recap show. You barely have any time to talk about anything if you're doing all like 16 damn games.
4th and 4.
Like, the amount of things I want to talk about on my recaps and the amount of time I have to talk about on my recaps, wildly different. Nice.
About the 5. Oh, he's getting slippy, but
he's not actually doing anything with it though.
Thomas Morstead, I love you, my brother.
Mid-8, it's not over yet, but still 4-0. Oh, he's talking about the baseball game.
Thomas Morstead might go down as the Saints Hall of Fame.
Probably not.
Bro, they let Tracy Porter in.
Tracy Porter was the Super Bowl MVP.
No, he wasn't.
Should have been.
Drew Brees was Super Bowl MVP.
No. Tracy Porter should have been the Super Bowl MVP.
No, look, I like Tracy Porter, but you can be with the Saints for like a cup of coffee, make a couple of great plays and meaningful moments, and be a Saints Hall of Fame. Like, bro, name me one play Porter has done other than that Super Bowl run.
Well, that's the one that matters.
Okay, so why can't Morstead make it in? That is gone.
Because I want to argue with you.
Bro, if you're gonna say Porter deserves to be a Saints Hall of Fame,
because Morstead's a punter, first of all.
Okay, bro. First of all,
you don't get to be in the Hall of Fame of anything if you're a punter.
That's me.
Well, it's true though. Like, am I wrong? There's like
Hall of Fame, but all he did was return punts.
But there's like one actual punter in the Hall of Fame, and that took forever for him to get in.
I did not say the NFL Hall of Fame.
I understand you're talking about the Saints Hall of Fame, but my point still stands, though. People don't care about punters.
Well, they should. That hurts their feelings, and I think it's mean. Thomas Morstead should be the Saints Hall of Fame. Why?
Wrong.
Because he helped Saints win Super Bowl.
Wrong.
Bro, you're wrong.
Wrong.
That's where Ryan Rico sucks at punting. 1st and 10, Stafford
Ryan Rico is a perfect explanation of the entire Bengals team. Because Ryan Rico does not suck at punting. He's actually really good at punting, but he just keeps sucking at punting at random intervals, and then it makes him look like overall he sucks at punting. But then, the next punt he'll come out and he'll, pin him in the 10. But then the next one will come out and he'll fucking shank it.
I hope Rico gets every single punt blocked for the rest of his life. What's good, Jerry?
What beef do you have with Ryan Rico?
I just want to argue with you.
Okay, but I'm not like a gigantic Ryan Rico fan, though.
It's caught. The point still stands that Mr. Thomas Morstead should be a Saints Hall of Fame.
Nah.
Bro, no.
Look, Mikey. As the resident Saints expert here, I think my opinion is a little more important.
Bro, you don't even know anybody on our team that's not one of these big name guys. So shut up. You didn't even know who Jonas Tanker was.
I do indeed know people on your team who are not big name guys. Okay. You know why? You know why? Because you don't have any big name guys.
Who's Devon Godchow?
Defensive lineman.
Okay. All right. Who's Mason Tipton by chance? Do you remember him?
Yeah, he's the guy in the mascot uniform.
What?
I don't fucking know who Mason Tipton is.
Exactly. Do you know who Jack Stoll is? One of the best blocking tight ends in the league. Do you know him?
I do. He's one of the best blocking tight ends in the NFL.
Because I just told you. Okay.
No, I knew that before. You can't prove otherwise.
What's gonna do? Okay then. Do you by chance know who Jordan Howden is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
I don't.
Where did he go to college?
Honestly, I don't know where half the Bengals players went to college. What?
He went to college in Minnesota.
Okay. Great.
That's holding like a mug. But nah, bro. So don't come at me, bro. Nah, Thomas Morstead should be a Saints Hall of Fame. Okay.
Wrong.
Nah,
I think Blake Grupe should be a Saints Hall of Famer.
I think you should shut your mouth. 1st and 10. Stafford has all day. He throws. Caught. Wide open is Adams.
It's gonna be holding now. It's gonna be holding.
Man, look. If y'all want Blake Grupe so bad, you can have him.
Listen, I know this is gonna be a really controversial thing to say, but oh no, it's actually on the 49ers. Okay, never mind.
What's controversial?
It's gonna be a really controversial thing to say about the Saints, Mikey, and I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, okay? But just hear me out, okay? I think that Drew Brees should be a Saints Hall of Famer.
I agree with you. In fact, he already is a Saints Hall of Famer.
Oh, okay, good. Because he should be.
Yes, honestly, as soon as he retired, he should have already entered the Hall of Fame.
I don't know about that.
The fact that they made him wait so long pissed me off.
What? The Saints? The Saints make him wait that long?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's
he should have entered the Hall of Fame after, bro, he should have entered the Hall of Fame when he was still playing.
Right, I thought... Wow, nice play by Devontae. I thought you meant the NFL Hall of Fame. I'm like, Drew Brees was a great quarterback. He doesn't get a special pass on the rules.
Hey, I said the same thing when Tom Brady retired, first of all.
I also said the same thing about Tom Brady. Like, I didn't, but I will now say the same thing about Tom Brady, that no, he should wait the 5 years.
Nah, but Brady should have entered the Saints Hall of Fame in freaking 2018.
Saints Hall of Fame, sure, I guess.
1st and goal. Stafford takes a snap. He's looking. He throws.
Nice. That was an incredible play by the 49ers safety there. Sigway, right? Or Sigley, is that his name?
That ball go boing.
Yeah, he did a great job of getting his hands in the way there. I thought he knocked it away initially.
Siggle with the bagel.
Yeah. It's not the helmet. It's a penalty for the defense to push a defensive player the way they push on offense.
Number 1 in the field.
Didn't know that.
Number 1 in the box.
There you go. He walks in.
Touchdown, Williams. Connor Williams does something.
We got a ball game, y'all. We got a ball game. The Saints.
This is literally Seahawks Cardinals 2.0. Are we watching the same game?
I think the difference is the Cardinals are a bad football team and should not have, been in that game.
The Rams should be executed.
Well, what the fuck?
Why?
Okay, first of all, has nothing to do with what I said. Second of all, what the hell?
Just execute that team from the league.
Okay. Rams did great at beating the Vikings twice last year.
They did. That was funny. Kick is up.
He missed it. He did miss it. Holy shit.
He just missed it.
Damn. All right. Well, Rams Patriots Super Bowl. It's what they deserved. A low-scoring game.
No.
What about the other Rams Patriots Super Bowl? That one was a pretty good game.
Which one?
The one from the Greatest Show on Turf. I was blocked. Shit, you called it earlier, Mikey.
I told you it was bound to happen, right?
Damn it.
I told you. There was not a single blocked kick. So it was bound to happen.
Damn it. Well, there it is. There's the blocked
I
kick.
told you it was gonna happen eventually.
No, yes, I was not talking about the 18 Super Bowl. I personally enjoyed the 18 Super Bowl because I'm a weird person who likes defensive games. But I'm not going to sit here and argue that that was one of the most exciting football games of all time. I'm not here to try to make that argument. But the Rams Patriots Super Bowl from 2001, that was a damn good game. Didn't even watch that damn bowl. The one that you're constantly talking shit to Mikey about.
I watched like maybe 2 quarters, maybe 3.
Eagles versus Chiefs. I'm glad the Eagles beat the Chiefs, but like, could we get somebody other than the Eagles and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, please?
You could get Steelers, Eagles.
Yeah, I think I'll take Chiefs, Eagles.
Okay, then. So why you complain?
Because we're not going to get Chiefs, Eagles. The Steelers are the Steelers are as inept as the Bengals used to be when it comes to the postseason.
And you'll be alright.
I don't think so.
You'll be alright.
The fan is sitting there in between plays, looks up, another play is happening. I think that's how I do think that's how it goes. Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl last year was strange, completely unexpected blowout. I loved it. I was.
Hey, I didn't pick it to be that type of blowout. I said the Eagles were going to win by 2 or 3 scores.
Garrett Hartley. Who's Garrett Hartley?
Ooh, Garrett Hartley should also be in the Saints Hall of Fame.
That's another guy who I totally know who that is. Yeah, Garrett Hartley.
Yeah, fun fact. I actually met Garrett Hartley last year. Fun fact.
Fun fact. I did not meet Garrett Hartley last year.
Because he was out of school doing something. But nah, he's the one that sent the Saints to the Super Bowl with that game-winning field goal against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, Blake Grupe's kind of showed up a lot this year, John. Beyond that, he's never really
touch bat. Oh, I forgot that you have to actually get the ball even if it's in the end zone. Kicks blocked for the Rams.
Oh shit, never mind.
Week 2 against the Titans.
He's been your punter since 23.
Who?
Groupie.
You mean kicker?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I thought he was new.
He was new in 2023.
Okay, thank you. That's not my point.
No, because we traded Will Lutz so we could friggin' sign Blake Grupe's ears.
If players are 100% for sure Hall of Fame, they shouldn't have to wait. I disagree. I think everybody should. Part of the reason they make you wait is so that you don't do a Brett Favre and come out of retirement. Because you can't be in the NFL and in the Hall of Fame.
Well, change the rule. John Starrow's caught by number 88. Then he gets murdered.
He gets destroyed.
Rest in peace. I'll tell the family about the funeral. But yeah, bro, when I met Garrett Hartley in person, I wasn't starstruck or nothing. But it's bro, I actually met the guy that sent the same. He even showed me his Super Bowl ring, bro.
You know, and this is going to sound really stupid, but you know the most starstruck I've ever been before?
What?
Was when I met Andy Dalton.
You actually did?
I've met a lot of Bengals players, but Andy Dalton's the one that I tripped over my words with.
Hand off up the middle, gets nothing. But you actually how did you meet Andy Dalton?
Well, I used to be a beat reporter for the Bengals.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. I went to the Taste of the NFL. I met a bunch of Bengals players that year, but Andy Dalton, I got to hang out and eat lobster corn dogs with. But I couldn't. I had so many things I wanted to talk to him about, and I think all I managed to say was we gonna win the Super Bowl this year? And he said, yeah, and then we didn't win the Super Bowl that year. I think we missed the playoffs that year.
3rd and 8. 49ers have it their own 37. Jones takes a snap, he throws, and the receiver tripped on his route.
I think he got pushed, but I don't think it really matters. But still, it was past 5 yards, and that wasn't catchable, so it doesn't matter. But Steelers. low key to the point of it is technically roughing the passer, but I hate the fact that they call that rule that fucking often, so I'm happy to see when it doesn't get called like that.
My boy Thomas Morstead should be Saints Hall of Fame. Punt is away. It's going to be just caught at the 30 and goes right down.
Suddenly, the Rams have all the momentum in this game. That's crazy.
The fact that we're even talking about them gaining momentum is
Steelers versus Eagles should play more often than they do. Well, they're in different conferences, so that's part of why.
Well, I think because they're both from like the same state.
Well, I know that's why John's saying it, but they're from different conferences. That's why they don't really play. Like you can't really have a rivalry. And that's the other thing. Like I mean, I've been to Pittsburgh and Philadelphia plenty, both, and neither of them seem to really have any problem with the other team. So there's no real rivalry there. They're in different conferences, so there's no potential for a rivalry to develop. So I mean, I get what you're saying, John, but that's not that'd be a weird thing to happen.
If Cincinnati got another football team with the Bengals, would you be a fan of the Bengals and the other team, or would you hate the other team? Or just not even care?
If Cincinnati got a second NFL team, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I think the city of Cincinnati would explode. I don't think we can handle 2 NFL teams.
I'm not saying that will happen, but
right.
somehow
if something like that happened, I'd probably, I don't know, I'd probably kind of like the new team, but I'd still be a Bengals fan because I'm cursed to this extent. There's no possible way for I've said this. The only way for me to get out of being a Bengals fan, this cursed existence that I live, the only way for me to get out of that is for the Bengals to move from Cincinnati, and that's the only thing that will get me to stop liking them. So if another team came to Cincinnati, if they were in our division, I'd probably end up hating them. If it was like an AFC, NFC type of thing, I probably would have no problem with them. And every once in a while, we'd have like a crosstown shootout, probably like UC and Xavier does. But most people in Cincinnati with UC and Xavier, as far as I can tell, there's some people who get really intense about that rivalry, but most people, they like it when Xavier does well, as long as it's not at the expense of UC and vice versa. I think Xavier likes it when UC does well, as long as, it doesn't interfere with Xavier. So, I don't know. I probably, unless it was like a division rivalry thing where I'd probably grow to hate the other Cincinnati team, I probably would kind of like the other team.
Yeah, I think I would probably have the Saints at number 1, and then I'll probably root for that team as well. Probably. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'd probably root for them as long as they're not. If it's a divisional thing, then I'd probably grow to hate them because there'd be all the interaction with the fans and stuff. But if it's like an AFC NFC type of thing, like it is with
deep with it and too high for Devontae Adams.
Like with the Giants and the Jets, or with the Rams and the Chargers. If it's like an AFC NFC type of thing, I'd probably root for the other team, not at the expense of the Bengals, but I'd probably root for the other team.
Giants and Jets hate each other for whatever reason.
Do they?
The fans do. Some of them.
I mean, maybe some of them, but as far as I know a lot. I don't know too many Jets fans, but I know a lot of Giants fans, and they don't seem to have that much of a problem with the Jets.
No. 2nd and 10. Stafford throws, low throw, but Adams brings it in, gets it near the 40. 3rd down. 9 minutes left till this game is over.
You know what? My father-in-law is a Giants fan. I might ask him how he feels about the Jets.
Disgusting.
Yeah, well, he's from Connecticut though, so that's
disgusting.
That whole area of town is all Giants.
Disgusting.
But they're New York's the closest big city.
Disgusting.
Okay.
3rd and 1. Rams have it inside their own 38. Atwell in motion. Stafford.
Almost picked.
Almost intercepted.
He dropped it.
Bro, in my head, I was saying this is probably going to be picked off.
Mikey knows Garrett Hartley is the Saints Super Bowl is on the Super Bowl Saints team kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the guy that sent us to the Super Bowl.
There you go. Evan McPherson sent us to the Super Bowl and then stopped being elite.
But our situation was different. We won the Super Bowl when we got there.
Fuck off.
No. Fun is away. And it bounces up. Oh, he almost touched it. And it's rolling. Great roll. Great roll. Gets it to like the 1 yard line.
I think that's why they make you wait, John. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure the reason why they make you wait is so that you can't be an NFL player and in the Hall of Fame at the same time, because they want to put you in the Hall of Fame based on your whole career, not necessarily just like how popular you are when you retire, you know?
I mean, Jerry Jones is a Hall of Famer right now.
It was a little different with owners, because owners don't retire. I mean, I'm not saying it's never happened before. Usually, if they do, they sell the team. But it, you know, like plenty of owners like are just owners for life. So you know, you can't make them wait until they retire.
He'll be alright. And the Yankees
Vicky
win.
Says Rams, baby. Well, yeah, y'all are playing well right now, but you just gave the ball back to the 49ers, so that's probably not great.
I hate the Rams, but I'm rooting for them today.
The Yankees win. Boo. 5 years. Also, I don't really care about baseball either. I just know I don't like the Yankees. You know, like
if I was a baseball fan, I'd be an Astros fan.
Pretty much every sport, I can tell you. Like I might not give that much of a shit about the sport, but I can tell you who I like and I can tell you who I don't like. Except maybe hockey. I don't know if I really have any strong opinions, but I think I don't like the Penguins because obvious reasons. But I don't know if there's a team in hockey I mean, I guess I would root for the Blue Jackets, but like does not inspire me with confidence at all. I would have rooted for the Mighty Ducks, but they changed their name to the Ducks, and that's stupid.
You'll be alright.
No, I won't. You know what? Actually, I think I mentioned this on the last show we did, but I ordered a Mighty Ducks hat, like a snapback Cincinnati Mighty Ducks hat, and it shipped today. Unfortunately, it didn't deliver today because I would have been wearing it, but.
That name sounds so cringe, bro. The Mighty Ducks.
Well, it's okay. So the reason for it is because there was a movie called The Mighty Ducks made by Disney, and then I think they bought the NHL franchise, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, and then Cincinnati had had like a minor league hockey team, and you know how minor league teams often like name themselves the same thing as like their parent team or something like that, and so we just had the Cincinnati Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, that ball stayed in bounds.
It sure did.
Yeah, that ball bounced up in bounds. That was a beautiful bounce by the Rams. What did the Rams get a safety here?
Famous Yankees announcer did that when the Yankees win. Okay, I don't like the Yankees.
1st and 10. Let's see if Mac Jones can lead them to a 99-yard or 98-yard game-winning drive. 1st and 10. Okay, man. If the Rams.
Nice job, Landman.
Was that intercepted? No, that hit the ground.
No, it wasn't intercepted, but that was a great job. Just knocked that away.
I want to see a replay though.
17th NFL game should be a fixed opponent in the opposite conference who is geographically close to you. That'd be hard to pull off though.
The 17th game is always, I think, the non-conference game.
Yeah, but he's saying it should be geographically close. Like because he's trying to create rivalries is what he's doing.
Well, I mean that wouldn't be a bad idea. I would say
it wouldn't be a bad idea, but it would be hard to enforce because the scheduling's already as complicated enough as it is.
Emmanuel Forbes on the tackle. It's 3rd down for the 49ers.
Create rivalries like the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, like, you know, that might be interesting. You know, as long as the Eagles dominate that rivalry, I'm cool.
Bro, you remember the Steelers were crying about when they lost to the Eagles the last time they played? Crying of how the Eagles never let the Steelers get the ball? Or whatever.
I don't remember that now, but that sounds funny.
Because, like, I think the Eagles were, like, running all the clock off when there was, like, 10 minutes left or something, and that drive lasted, like, the entire game.
It's called strategy.
Yeah, 31. Jones throws, caught by Bourne for a 1st down. Quentin Lake. Kendrick Bourne's been the MVP for the 49ers today.
Kind of reminds me of when Bills fans were complaining about the overtime rules because like our offense didn't get to get on the field. Well, maybe you should have played defense then.
To be fair, that's kind of a valid point, though.
No, it's not. Play defense.
It makes overtime more entertaining.
I think it makes overtime more annoying.
I like overtime now. I like the overtime rules now.
I liked them better before.
I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. Because, like, I'm sorry, but, like, if you know who's going to win off of a coin toss, and then it's like, Mac Jones throws, caught by Kyle Juszczyk.
The Lightning do kind of have a cool brand, John. I'll give you that. Hockey in general, a lot of hockey teams have, like, really cool branding. I will give hockey that. You know, I've never been able to get into the sport just because like it goes way too. It's kind of like the opposite of baseball. It goes too fast for me. And like if I was already into hockey, I'm sure that would be great. But it's hard to get into because I can't tell what's going on half the time.
2nd and 6. 49ers have at their own 33. Robinson in motion. Jones under center. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Brian Robinson. And gets maybe a yard.
They're just gonna try to run all the clock out and win it with a field goal, aren't they?
Probably. I mean, there's 5 minutes left, and you only have one timeout, so you might as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's a good strategy. I'm just saying that appears to be what they're trying to do right now.
What the Eagles did to the Steelers.
Now, the Rams do have all 3 of their timeouts, though, so I don't know if this is going to be that effective of a strategy.
I mean, 3rd and 5, you got to get a first down here to even try to get.
Yeah.
3rd and 5, 49ers have at their own 34. Born in motion, Jones takes a snap. Mac Jones, he's looking, he throws, caught by McCaffrey, and he's still going. Gets a first down.
Yeah, John, I don't know exactly how that went, but as I thought I understood it, that like Disney actually owned the team, and then they had to change their name because Disney sold the team, and then they're like, you can't use the name. Because that belongs to us as a brand, or they were like, if you use the name, you have to pay us money or something like that. So that might have had something to do with it, but I'm pretty sure the core reason behind it is because Disney originally owned the team.
1st and 10. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones is batted up. Jones just spiked it after that. So 2nd and 10.
As he should. He avoided disaster.
Yeah, Jones. That was a funny looking spike though. 4:28 left, 2nd and 10. Yeah, that ball got batted up. If he didn't spike that, I don't think it would have been accepted, but.
Stranger says the rules are biased in favor of the offense, so I very like the offense as having a chance in overtime. Well, you say that, but Stranger, aren't you a Bengals fan? Because that was my whole point with like with the Bills and the Bengals. Like the Bills are like, oh, we didn't get a chance in overtime, and the Bengals had the same situation happen to them, but they actually.
He's finally
nice.
Bro, Kendrick Bourne is the Rams' legal father at this point. Like, if Kendrick Bourne texts any of the Rams players to go take out the trash, you got to do it, man.
But like that whole season, the whole point, like the Bills were like, we never got to play offense in the overtime, and then the Bengals had the same situation happen to them, but they actually played defense and won because of it. And it was like, I like that better because it like playing defense matters. Like there's such an exclamation mark added to good defensive plays if you do it right in overtime.
1st and 10. It's that was a weird looking design play. Jones goes out and just darts it again. There's a flag.
What's the flag?
Grounding.
Well, he was out of the pocket, so I don't think it's grounding.
Well, let's see what they call it. It might be defensive holding.
Tampa Bay Lightning. They are saying intentional grounding.
No, it's an eligible man downfield.
Oh, an eligible. Okay, never mind. I think hockey is the most underrated sport. I think the NFL is the most overrated sport.
No, soccer is the most overrated sport for me.
Baseball is easily the most overrated sport.
I'm not gonna see baseball. I just feel like a lot of people like soccer, and it's like
soccer's awesome, dude. Soccer's awesome.
I understand that, but like for billions of people to like a game that ends 3-2. I'm sorry.
You know what? You do make a good point. Like I love soccer, but soccer having the level of popularity that it does around the world, by definition, almost makes it like it has to be overrated to some extent. But
yeah, Jones
I think
throws, and that is good defense intended for the Marcus Robinson.
My whole thing with hockey, like I said, like I feel like if I got into hockey, I could like hockey, but it's hard to adjust to hockey because of how fast it goes. I really like there's this sport played in the Scottish Highlands, and I believe it's actually what inspired hockey in the first place, but it's called shinty, and it's basically field hockey. But it's not nearly as fast, and you can actually follow what's going on. It's a lot more enjoyable, in my opinion, to watch.
Yeah, look at those guys that are out for the 49ers. Second and 15. 3:39 remaining for time sinking purposes. Mac Jones pump fakes. He throws, caught by Jake Times, and McAuliffe brings him down. Third down.
Mighty Ducks was a big part of my childhood, John. I was born in the early 90s, so it's a little different between us.
Rams defense needs to stop right now. Kendrick Bourne, receiving yards per game, 2025 through week 4, 29.0 tonight. Already has 142 yards, which is his career high.
This motherfucker John's over here like, football is the most overrated sport, but he watches the Stanley Cup.
That is true. Stanley Cup is like, bro. 3rd and 10. 49ers have at the Rams 41.
Oh my God!
Stewart nearly picked that off.
Almost
anyway, but brother,
dude, Mac Jones is like, he's a ghost.
Are they kicking a field goal from here?
You can't go for it.
But
you can't go for it. You can't punt. I guess you can punt. Actually, a punt might be the move, honestly.
59-yard field. You do realize if you miss this, you give the Rams great field position, right?
Yeah, and control of the entire game. He kicks up, and that's he got it.
Okay.
Shit! That broke in. Damn, that was a nice kick. Like it was, I thought for sure he shanked it at first, but pulled in.
Do you know why he made that?
Why?
Because Thomas Morstead was holding the ball for him. Just a great player.
Okay.
Thomas Morstead might have just won the 49ers the game.
But that's what I'm saying, stranger. I feel like, look, I feel like, first of all, I feel like the way that the NFL has made the rules so aggressively focused on offense, I don't like that personally. Like, I get that it makes the game more appealing to people because offense is generally more appealing for people who don't watch the sport as much. Because it's a lot harder to watch a defensive game and understand what's going on and understand why that's exciting, right? Like, you have to really be into football to enjoy a defensive game. So I understand why they want to make the rules more focused on offense. I don't know. I feel like we're just castrating defense, and at a certain point, you're getting to the point where defense almost doesn't even fucking matter anymore. And then why even play football? Why not just, like, throw the ball out there and see who can throw it the farthest?
Yeah. I know Russell Wilson one time pitched an idea where instead of ties, you could just I think it was instead of a coin toss on how to determine who gets the ball first in overtime. I think Russell Wilson pitched an idea where it was you kick, you see who can kick a field goal the farthest or something.
Oh, I thought you were saying he suggested who can throw a ball the farthest. And I'm like, of course Russell Wilson said that. Russell Wilson has the strongest arm in the NFL.
Yeah, it's something to do with kicking the farthest field goal, kicking a 60-yarder, and whoever makes it, or if
that would be interesting, like a shootout in soccer, where you basically you take progressively longer field goals, and then whoever whoever can't match the field goal, they lose.
Yeah, basically, and then whoever makes it gets the ball first in overtime. Or then it might have been instead of ties, and if the game ends and nobody won, then you just kick the largest field goal, and whoever gets it wins the game. It was
I actually kind of agree with that. I think you should for the regular season, I think you should basically get rid of overtime and do a system like that. And then in the playoffs, I think you should still have overtime.
Yeah, that's
that's kind of what they tried to do. Like, they didn't try to eliminate the overtime, but they kind of, like, played the overtime rules differently in both parts.
Mac Jones over here just munching on a banana. Like a fucking lunatic.
Kick is away. I mean, hey, but that, I
get it. Potassium's important.
Bananas, I used to like bananas. I still do like bananas, but not as much as I used to.
I disagree with that, stranger. I like playing. I actually I think soccer's equally fun to play as it is to watch. I love watching soccer. I think it's a beautiful sport. It's like a slightly slower version of hockey, which in my opinion is the biggest problem with hockey. It's like the amount of athleticism that's required to play soccer is just the way that they're just able to manipulate that ball with their any part of their body is just wild.
Bye, Puka gets the first time. Bruh, okay, so next week we got Eagles Giants Thursday night.
You know what? Out of the two teams, I like the Eagles a lot more than I like the Giants. I think I might still root for the Giants.
But it's like, bro, why every time the Saints play somebody, the team is right on Thursday night?
Wow.
Devontae Adams juked somebody. It's first down.
And now they just gotta milk that clock at this point.
Yeah, and shoot, they might get a touchdown. Oh, you son of a bitch!
I think
fuck you.
That's what I'm saying though. Like milk that clock. Although I guess technically you don't really have you don't have to completely get it down to zeros, because if you get a touchdown, then that's a 4-point game, and then they can't just win it. They can't just tie it with a field goal.
Is it a 2-minute warning right now?
I believe it will be after this flag. Yeah.
A flag? Oh shoot! I gotta get back to this game now. Okay. Are we?
And I think it's going to be on the. I think it's holding on the 49ers too. By the way.
Bro, hurry up! Okay, I'm back. Flag on the play. Yeah, that's what they're looking like.
Oh, pass interference. They're going to decline it.
No, duh.
No way, every single sports show, always lead story in the NFL, even in the off season. Some hardly cover other sports. Everyone loves the NFL. Well, right. So it's the same argument that I was saying was maybe valid with what Mikey was saying, because around the world, soccer is so popular that it almost has to be overrated, right? Because it's like soccer. I love soccer, but is it really that good that it's worth being just so overwhelmingly more popular than any other sport in the entire world? I don't know. And then in America, it's maybe fair that that football is more popular than it even really deserves. Now, I love football. Football is one of my favorite things on the planet. I like soccer too, right? Me and you can agree on soccer, John, but I love football more than soccer. Football is my I love football more than I love most other things. Activities and stuff, right? I love my wife more than I love football, but I love my son and my dogs and stuff, but as far as activities and entertainment goes, I think football is my favorite thing.
This might be messed up what I'm about to say.
What?
I think I kind of like football more than I like my own family.
I don't want to get too much into your personal business while we're live, but I'm not. That's not horrendously surprising to hear you say.
It's look, don't get me wrong, I love my family, but at least football doesn't judge me on a daily basis and doesn't call me crazy.
Yeah.
And at least football is there for me when I'm having a hard time. Instead, my family, all they do is laugh at me.
I guess, but also, football causes you just as much of a hard time, if not more.
But it's high risk, high reward when it comes to football.
Not when you're a Saints fan. Or a Bengals fan, for that matter.
Kiss the ring, buddy.
It is. Well, you didn't even. No. Okay, you know what? I tolerate you bragging about that one time the Saints won a Super Bowl like before you were fucking born.
I was born, guys.
Okay, barely. You weren't paying any attention, but you don't get to sit there and act like that's a payoff for you because you didn't even experience it.
I experienced it through pain and trauma.
After the fact.
Shut up. Shut up, science guy. First
wow.
and 10. Hands up to Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams breaks out of it. Williams to the 25, 20, 15. Down around the 11. Goes head first like it's a goddamn roller coaster.
And the 49ers only have one timeout, too. So, like...
Yeah, like, if you're the Rams, you can milk this all the way down to, like, 50 seconds and score eventually.
Yeah, I mean, just keep stop throwing the ball. Just keep handing the ball off. Keep that clock running, dude. And you got 3 timeouts. So, even if you mess up, like, you know, like, you take too long to get the play going or something, you know, you got 3 timeouts. Like, just... milk it, dude.
1st and 10. Rams have it inside the 11-yard line. I think that is what they're doing.
What's wild to me...
it's a delayed handoff to Williams. Carl Williams up the middle.
It's gonna be
playing flag, and they throw a flag with 107 left.
I think it's gonna be holding on the Rams.
I think so too, because Lenore was screaming for a flag.
Oh no, it's on the 49ers.
So why was he screaming?
Illegal hands to the face.
Illegal hands to the face on the 49ers. Lenore was saying it should have been a flag on the Rams. And even number 98 is saying he was held, I guess. I don't know.
He was held. He was indeed very held. Like, he overpowered the hell out of him.
I mean, that's on Michael Williams too, the rookie. I mean, I understand how you could call that both ways.
Yeah.
But they didn't call it both ways. 1st and goal.
And now how the 49ers are not committing. Okay, now they're committing to the run, and it's still not even working. Did he fumble? Did he fumble? They're calling it a fumble, and the 49ers recover.
He fumbled the ball
on the inch-yard line.
Did he fumble the ball? Tell me he's down. I ain't no way he fumbled the ball.
He fumbled the ball. I mean, we'll have to see on the replay, but holy shit!
This would be the second fumble for Kyron Williams too.
Good Lord. Let's see the replay here.
So this is not game, but it's like, bro.
Oh, it's pretty much game. Yep, that's a fumble. That's a clear and obvious fumble.
Yeah, that's a fumble.
The
Rams have all the timeouts left, so it's not game.
It's basically game. Like, I mean, unless they get a 3 and out. And even then, they're going to have barely any time left on the... he punched him in the face, too. He punched him in the face.
There's going to be like 40 seconds for the Rams to work with if they get 3 now.
I guess, but like they're going to have to be flawless. Like, you know, it's obviously not over, but like that's absolutely crippling.
What the 49ers come with the next play?
They could, but I doubt they will. Baseball, I think, is properly rated. I disagree. I think baseball is overrated because I don't enjoy it at all. Like,
1st and 10. 49ers have it at their own 1-yard line.
Wouldn't that be crazy if the Rams got a safety?
Mac Jones, he's going to try to sneak it out the end zone, and he does. It's going to be 2nd down. The clock didn't even move.
I will agree that hockey's probably underrated. Like, I'm not a big fan of hockey, but like, hockey's probably deserves to get more love than it does. Now, I don't know about baseball. Like, baseball just like has just shot itself in the foot over and over. Maybe the sport itself is underrated, but Major League Baseball has just shot itself in the foot over and over and over and over and over throughout the years. And baseball did it to itself. That's all I'm saying.
2nd and 9. Bro, Kyron Williams even looks like Chris Olave.
Okay.
Just with more hair.
ESPN has multiple, mostly or primary football shows. Other networks do too. And I'm happy about that. I like that. Yeah, I understand if it's not your favorite thing, then I understand your concern about that. But be a handoff, and Rams get him in the backfield.
Hey, shut up. Hand off to McCaffrey, and the Rams get him in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd down.
This
58
week,
seconds left. 58 seconds left.
This week, each year is like the 1 week a year. Interesting week for me. Few MLB games.
If you're the 49ers, do you risk a pass here or do you just run their timeout out?
I think you run their timeout out.
3rd and 8.
Because like the Rams offense has been good, but it hasn't been like world beating today. So I think you basically just try to give your punter room to punt.
Well, bro, if the extra point did not get blocked, they could have just knelt on the ball and just kicked the field goal. All right. Hold on, guys. I'll be back with you in a second. 58 seconds left. 3rd and 8. Let me fix this real quick. 3rd and 8 is a handoff, and the Rams stop them.
Yeah. I mean,
the Rams have a chance with 53 seconds on the clock. 4th down.
It would be, by the way, an absolutely like balls all over the floor type of move to try to attempt a play action pass there. Like that would just be like, I don't think even Dan Campbell has balls that big.
I mean, his balls are pretty big, but you know.
I'm not putting down watching soccer. I just love playing center mid.
4th and 8 with 53 seconds on the clock. On the line. The Rams, they're going to have not a lot of time, but they're going to have some pretty good time. The best part of all time is on the field, Thomas Morstead.
All right, Morstead, go ahead and step out of bounds for me.
Please don't.
That'd be funny.
Remember the butt punt? Guess who kicked the butt punt?
He was very careful not to step out of bounds there.
All right, yeah. Punt is away. The Rams are going to get great.
Oh, my God!
He's going.
But there's a flag. There's a flag.
Morstead made the tackle, though. What's the flag? 42 seconds left.
I'm guessing, like, going to be holding or something on the Rams.
Probably, or maybe illegal motion on San Francisco.
No, it's on the Rams.
Oh, 42, bruh. That sucks to do the Rams.
That's killer, dude.
Like, you still get solid field position, but no. Holding on Brown. Bro, how's that not a flag on the 49ers? The guy was out of bounds.
Well, because he didn't make the tackle. If he had made the tackle, the Rams should have let him make the tackle. Because that would have...
If anything, Neil grabbed the dude's face mask.
Yeah, maybe. But the Rams should have realized he was out of bounds and let him make the tackle, because that would have been a penalty on the 49ers if that was the case.
Matthew Stafford, 50 career game-winning drives in fourth quarter/overtime, 5th most in NFL history.
All right, well, they got the ball at the 50, so I mean, like, this is now suddenly good. God damn, are we gonna go? I can't keep doing all these goddamn overtimes.
42 seconds left. 1st and 10. I mean,
you know what? I'm rooting for the 49ers now. I want to go to bed.
1st and 10 for the Rams at the 50.
Stafford.
Stafford goes deep with it.
So close. Oh, that one hurts, dude.
36 seconds left. 2nd and 10. That was double coverage.
God, that one stings. The number of opportunities the Rams have had to win this game, basically, and they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
They're playing like the Saints right now. 2nd and 10.
Okay, that was knocked away by the 49ers guy, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't think Puka. There was no chance he was catching that ball. He would have to do.
What are you doing, Stafford? He had a guy wide open.
Stafford throws behind. He threw behind Devontae Adams. 3rd and 10, 31 seconds.
Jim, for once, I agree with you. Another tie would be annoying, and not because I've explained this on my show. I like ties, but I like ties because they're rare. I wouldn't like ties if they happened all the time.
3rd and 10. Rams have it at the 50. Matthew Stafford takes a snap, dumps it off. Caught by Kyler Williams. You got to get out of bounds. But it's 4th down. I don't know if Cardi can hit this. 25 seconds left. I think you got to go for it. I don't think this is really cool range.
You definitely are going to go for it. Like, that's way too far to be attempting.
25 seconds left. Yeah. Stafford is obviously on the field. The game comes down to this. 4th and 3.
Soccer's loved around the world, John, not just in Europe. like pretty much America is like one of the few places that isn't like soccer crazy.
25 seconds. Game on the line here. 4th and 3.
Wow. Gotta spike it. Gotta spike it.
Gotta get down.
Gotta spike it.
18, 17.
There it is.
Come on, you're gonna get a chance for a field goal now.
Did a way better job than Dak Prescott.
Stafford spikes it with 12 seconds left. 2nd and 10. I think you just kicked the field goal right now.
You don't know my family, but I definitely like football more than my family. I definitely like my family more than football. But I also...
Well, maybe you have a good family. Which all of us are grateful to have.
I do like my family. So...
That was just a terrible play defensively.
But it also helps that I'm, a Bengals fan, but you're a Bengals fan too, stranger. So you must really not like your family then.
They're keeping the offense out there. They're probably just going to run and play it and just try to throw it out of bounds. So, is that a flag or a timeout? All right, I think 49ers called the last timeout. 12 seconds left. Game comes out. Watch this be like a blocked field goal to end this game. Bro, if they block the field goal, bro, I honestly think I gotta owe myself $50.
Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've told my wife that, like, I'm like, baby, I like you more than I like the Bengals. And it's a dumb thing to say, but I think she thinks she thinks that I'm trying to be sweet. But I'm serious. Like, no woman has ever hurt me the way the Bengals have hurt me. Like, I've been in, I've had some bad breakups and stuff like that. No woman has ever hurt me the way the Bengals have hurt me, guys.
That's nice.
Football is painful.
It is. All right, Kyle, shut up. 2nd and 10. 12 seconds left. If I'm Stafford, I'm just throwing this ball out of bounds.
I don't know about out of bounds. And,
Shut up. Stafford, he throws. Ooh, if Nakua would have...
No, that's Devontae Adams. That's the thing. Like, you're throwing to, like, the sure-handedest guy in the NFL, and... if that ball had been slightly lower, that would have been a touchdown.
All right, Kyle, do me a favor. Whenever I react to the play, then you can react to it, because this is the game time field goal chance.
Come on, 49ers. Let me go to bed.
I won't even look at you, but just don't make no sound until I actually announce the play.
Shank.
40-yard field goal. Joshua Carty for the tie. 6 seconds left. Kick is up, and it is. It curved a little bit, but it goes in with 2 seconds left.
Great.
The tie. Here we go to overtime. Unless the 49ers score a touchdown on this play.
I was getting excited because I was like, man, this game feels like it's gone real quick. And now we're going to overtime. They're just making up for lost time at this point. God damn it.
And this is how I got to do overtime, because my phone always dies during the 2 seconds left. Joshua Carty hit it. Going to overtime. And plus, these aren't the fast overtime rules no more. like a touchdown does not end the game unless both teams already got the ball.
Yeah, John. If you follow soccer around the world, there's not really a season for it. But most people mostly just follow soccer in their own country, I think. There's like world soccer, but for the most part, people follow their own country's soccer. I follow a bunch of different leagues, but that's not super common, I don't think. I think it is in America, but I think in a lot of countries, they kind of stick to their own country. But I think in America, we just don't get the best of the best soccer. Like, a lot of countries have the best of the best soccer.
It's going to be good in the end zone. He's going to take it out. This is going to end the regulation. And he's going. It was a solid return, but no, we're going to the end zone, and we are going to overtime.
It would have been a good return in like the third quarter, but considering it ended the game, I think the Rams were perfectly fine with letting him have yards.
Okay, Shanahan's talking to the ref about something.
Oh, good Lord. I am really far behind on these comments. Holy shit. World Cup. Yeah, World Cup's always fun. Main difference between the NFL and soccer. Let's go fumble. Yeah, they have turnovers in soccer, but not turnovers like, You know, they have interceptions in soccer, just it's not nearly as exciting.
What did I tell you when Williams fumbled that ball? I said the game wasn't over.
Yeah. Well, I said the Rams are going to have to be perfect, and they were perfect. You know, like give them credit for that.
Yeah, 1 10-minute period. Each team will have opportunity to possess ball unless team picking off blah blah blah. If teams are tied for one possession each, next score wins game. Game can end in a tie. Each team gets 2 timeouts. Official reviews come from New York. What's your call?
John, that's because you live in America. Like, if you lived in any other country, soccer would be shoved in your face. So, like, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I think Rams are getting the ball. I don't know. I tried to read the lips. I think it's Rams' ball.
I do believe the Rams got the ball first, yeah.
Yeah, I think. I'm not Jeff.
It's hard to not underrate hockey in places where you can't play it as a kid. Well, I play it. I live in. I've grown up in Cincinnati my whole life, and we definitely have hockey here. So, you know, maybe I don't know if they have hockey in like Louisiana.
They don't. At least not a professional team.
Evan in summer lead story is like NFL news, like injury or trade, rather than a big MLB game. What? Do they have big baseball games in the summer? I mean, a little bit, but there's 162 fucking baseball games. Part of the problem is baseball is just so oversaturates itself by having 162 goddamn games. Like, people care about trends in baseball. They don't care about individual games. Until the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the same thing with the NBA. But, like, I think 82 games is reasonable for the NBA.
I think it's way too many. Like, I struggle to... Even MLS having, like, 37 games, I think is, like, that's still a lot, man. Like, it's just so hard to be invested in that many fucking games, you know? Like, 82 games, like, none of the individual games really matter at that point.
I mean, I try to watch every Pelicans game.
I don't know if I've ever watched a regular season basketball game in my life.
Weren't you a Supersonics fan?
Yeah, when I was a child.
And you didn't watch any of their games?
We didn't get them in Cincinnati. I might have... I definitely didn't watch their regular season games. I probably watched the NBA Finals when they played Michael Jordan. I know I did because I was pissed off by the result.
Hey, you'll be all right.
But, I mean, you got to remember the Sonics left in 2008 when I was 16, so... You know, I don't think I ever had a chance to watch a Sonics regular season game.
Well, tell them not to do that.
I did, and they didn't listen. A lot of people told them not to do that.
But why are we just watching the ref walk?
Snake ass Clay Bennett. I don't know.
I love Clay Bennett to death.
Fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know who Clay Bennett is.
He's the guy who bought the Sonics with the Express. Like his whole the whole reason he bought the Sonics was to move to Oklahoma City because he's like a native of Oklahoma City. He just wanted to buy an NBA team and bring him to Oklahoma City.
So he bought the Supersonics.
So he bought the Supersonics with the express purpose of like moving them, and it was the snakiest, fucking stupidest shit. Wow. There you go. There's a landing zone penalty.
And that's going to bring the ball to the 40. Bro, these kicks have been awful today.
Yeah. Because they're trying to go for the knuckleball, but, like... But the problem is that's a high-risk play, man.
Yep.
Ties, John, ties are funny. They wouldn't be funny if they happened all the time, though. Part of the reason ties are funny is because they almost never happen, and then you get to, like, watch both fans groan. But, like, if ties happen more often, it would be dumb. Like,
this game ends in a tie, bro.
Like ties happen in soccer all the time, right? Like, now the difference is in soccer, the game doesn't go on nearly as long as an NFL game, right? But ties happen in soccer is just part of the game, but it's not interesting when teams tie. It just teams fucking tie. It's just part of the game.
1st and 10 for the 49ers. 49ers have at their own 40. So 49ers get the ball first. Mac Jones about to throw the pick 6. He takes a snap.
I thought you were rooting for the 49ers.
No. What?
I thought you were rooting for the 49ers.
No, I was rooting for the Rams. I just love when the Rams get cheated.
Okay.
Caught by coffee. The first down.
Never married and no kids, so it's easy to like football more than my family, even the last 2 Bengals games. Yeah, I feel that. I think when I was like, I don't know how old you are, stranger, but like when I was like, 17, 18, and then going to college and living with my parents, like coming home from college and stuff like that. Oh,
1st and 10. Mac Jones throws, caught by McCaffrey out of the backfield. McCaffrey makes a man miss. McCaffrey gets a first down out of that.
So like I mean, like when I was like, about the age where I was like, okay, I need to get out of my parents' house and stuff like that. I think at that point, maybe I liked the Bengals more than my family. But even then, I don't know. I like my family. I have a good family.
Lucky.
Sorry. Overtime, another nail biter. Sure is. It'd be a great game if I didn't just have to go to overtime on like Thursday and I'm tired and want to go to bed.
1st and 10. Mac Jones takes a snap. He throws. Caught by McCaffrey. Well, hey, goodness for you. The 49ers look like they're about to score. And, bro, I keep thinking Jake Tonges is McCaffrey. I don't know why.
Yeah, but
doesn't even look like 23.
Knowing my luck, the drive's going to stall and they're going to kick a field goal. And then it's just going to be like that the rest of fucking overtime. They starting hockey programs in Mexico and Chile. That's very strange. There was no youth hockey in Dayton in the 70s, so I never got into the sport. I think youth hockey was open to me. They definitely didn't have it at my school.
Jake Tonges again for the first time. I totally forgot George Kittle was on IR because I was like, why is he not? Well, I knew he was hurt, but I forgot that he had like a week limit.
Yeah, the Battlehawks are gone now, John, right? Like, didn't the Battlehawks fold as a franchise? I could be wrong about that, but I thought they did. Rams score a TD, and Kyle is not far off. Oh, yeah. My prediction's pretty close. Damn. I didn't do too bad, regardless of who wins.
Yeah, I picked 33-26, so I was close, too. I mean, you were closer, but, I mean, hey, if the 49ers get a field goal, at least I would say I got their prediction, right? Yeah. Mac Jones takes a snap. Jones looks, throws, caught by McCaffrey, and that is McCaffrey. Gets about 6-ish yards, 2nd down. 49ers on the tail. They're definitely in the red zone right now. Let's see if they can keep this up, which hopefully they can't.
I like ties being sprinkled in there, Jim. And I say this as a fan of a team who has had to suffer through more ties than other teams. Like, the Bengals have tied more than any other team in recent history. So
the Saints have not had a tie since like the 60s or the 70s.
That's what I'm saying. The Bengals have had two, like I think 3 since in my lifetime.
2nd and 3, Jones, he gets sacked.
Wow. Dang.
3rd and, well, I mean, come on, just be technical about it. The Saints had a tie in the preseason.
Just get in the damn end zone, man. Like, wait. No, that doesn't change the. Because it used to be like, wait, is it still like if you get a touchdown on the first drive, you like went outright?
No.
Ah, damn. Man, I fucking hate the new overtime rules.
3rd and 12.
Watch hockey, chances you like it. John, were you even listening to me earlier? I said I try to watch hockey, and it's just too fast. Might not understand it, but it's impressive skating fast on blades. It is, but like I said, I'd rather watch Shinty, where it's slower and easier to follow.
Pressure. Jones he gets it out. It's for Jake Tonges. I think that's just gonna be incomplete.
Yeah, he's looking.
5:55 left in overtime. 4th down. Mac Jones has been getting ass.
I agree with Paul Bryant about ties. What did Paul Bryant say?
Mac Jones is lumping off the field again, bro. It's 4th and 12.
I was born in 70.
Miss it. Block it.
Yeah. Fair enough, stranger. Baseball is like the only sport playing in the summer. And soccer.
And basketball.
Shut
up. 41-yard field kick is up. It doinked in.
That was close, man. A lot of these kicks have been close.
49ers take a 3-point lead. The Rams, if they get a touchdown, they win this game.
find baseball boring. I will say, I actually rather enjoy listening to baseball on the radio. Like that's actually kind of entertaining, right? Because because you're listening to the announcers and you're just kind of like chilling with the game. I don't like watching baseball. Baseball, I don't find it to be a very fun watch, but it's fun to listen to on the radio.
Yeah, I think that Dorrington for Eddie Pinera. All right, if the Rams get a touchdown, they win.
Like
they get a field.
Sister.
Yeah, but if the Rams get a touchdown, they win. A field goal extends overtime, and if they don't score at all, then the 49ers win.
I didn't realize that was his quote.
But Mac Jones is getting beat up all night.
Yeah, he has. He looks like he's like throwing up on the sideline over there too.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's coughing. I don't know if he's really throwing up though.
Maybe like got the wind knocked out of him or something. All right, well the Rams have a chance to win it with a touchdown.
Kick is away. It's going to be returned from about the 6-yard line.
They would have already done if it hadn't been for a fucking fumble.
5:46, bro. If that fumble would have counted, this game would be over by now.
Yeah.
And if the block kick didn't happen.
Or if Kyron Williams didn't fumble it.
Yeah, like, bro, the Rams have shot themselves in the foot too many times.
Over and over. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Rams are obviously the better team in this game, but they're just like they're splitting it, man.
But to be fair, the 49ers have shot themselves in the foot with being up 20-7 and letting the Rams climb all the way back.
Yes.
1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 33. Stafford takes a snap. Stafford throws. Caught by Puka. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was going to be intercepted by the freaking linebacker.
Yeah.
But it's going to be second half. At first, it looked like he was going to Williams.
Well, at first, it looked like it was a massive overthrow.
Yeah. 2nd and 1. Rams are yards short. They have it inside their own 41.
Wide open. He's right there. What are you doing?
Stafford takes a snap.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Stafford, he rolls out. Stafford's going to go deep with it. And it's caught. Tutu Atwell wide open.
Dude, I was over here like chastising Matt Stafford for not like taking the easy because like Puka Nacua was open for a first down easily, and I was just like, "What are you doing, Matt Stafford?" And he just chucks it. I'm like, "Well, this is gonna end badly." And then Tutu Atwell comes up with a big play, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I get it. I get what you're doing there. Fair enough. I'll take my lumps on that one."
1st and 10. The Rams have a chance to end it right here. Let's see if they actually take advantage of it this time. 1st and 10. And 1st and 10 for 20. Shut up. Matthew Stafford throws. That was a touchdown.
Yeah, he could. He underthrows it. Yeah.
That would have ended, bro. I could be in bed right now.
Okay, I'm gonna like turn my microphone.
4:50 left in overtime. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. This decides the game. Like, not this play, but this is going to be the outcome. They only need 20 yards for the win. Stafford takes a snap. Stafford throws, and awkward looking throw, but Kyron Williams is able to dive for that. It's 3rd down. And Kyron Williams is having a lot of drop problems today.
Get you closer.
3rd and 6. The Rams. 49ers, bro. If they get a stop right here, I will literally die inside. Not because I need the Rams to win, but it's like, bro, I am not trying to watch 4 minutes of teams just kick field goals. But to be fair, another field goal after this, if they do make a field goal, will end the game. 3rd and 6. Rams have it at the 16-yard line. Stafford. He's going to throw. It's caught, but it's short. What do you do to the Rams?
They're playing with fire here, man.
Do you go for the win here, or do you just take the field goal?
I say you go for the win.
That's what I want them to do.
Exactly. That's what everybody in America wants them to do.
4th and 1. Let's see. The game comes down to this. This play basically, like, if the Rams get 1st down, then the game extends. But if the 49ers stop them here, the game's over. 4th and 1. Ooh, I thought he was about to jump off sides.
What happened?
I think someone called a timeout. Unless they threw the flag. All right, yeah, 49ers just their first time out of overtime.
All right. Well.
Trying to set it up. And this gives McVay a chance to rethink what he wants to do here. 4th and 1. This decides the game. If you get it,
then the Rams probably win. If you don't get it, then the 49ers are confirmed.
Right. So I agree with Stranger. You go for the win because you probably won't get the ball back. You don't play for the tie unless the only reason that you go for the tie is if your offense is like stalling and you clearly can't get anything done. But you have the ball with like time expires, then you go for the tie if you absolutely have to.
Like that's yeah. For example, like what the Packers did last week.
Right.
4th and 1. Stafford under center.
Or like if you have like 3 seconds left and you're still at the 35-yard line or something, then you go for the tie.
All right. I don't even think they're going to go for the win. They just called a timeout. Now the Rams called their first timeout.
Why did the Packers kick the field goal? Because their offense was stalling and Jordan Love was misfiring. And,
there's only 1 second when they kicked the field goal.
The difference with this one here is that the Rams have a lot of momentum right now. The Packers looked like they were stalling out. Like that's why the Packers kicked the field goal.
Let's see. I think the Rams are still probably going to go for this. It would be funny if the 49ers jump off sides. That would be hilarious. 4th and 1. Well,
I mean, part of it, Stranger, is like, you go for a tie if it's the only if you don't want to risk losing necessarily. Like if it's like tie or lose, like you have 2 options, and you're definitely not gonna get like a. Oh.
All right, 4th and 1. Kyle, don't say nothing. Hands off to Connor Williams. I don't think you got it.
All right. Can we go to bed now?
49ers win, I think.
I think
unless
so.
They review this.
All right.
Unless they review it.
It's not going to get overturned. He was definitely short.
49ers win.
All right. All right. Well, that's the final, and we can be done with the overtime for a while. That would be cool with me. Definitely don't need more overtime in my life.
That would be nice.
Not in my life. Just give me a couple of weeks. Give me a couple of weeks to recover before we do a bunch more overtime, please.
Yeah, and if you do have overtime, please make it not a Thursday night game.
Yeah, John is quite happy that the Rams lost. I have mostly no opinion. Like I've been very salty with the 49ers for most of my life because of those 2 Super Bowl defeats against us before I was born.
Like I thought he was about to cross that line, but he just got pushed back.
Right, but these days I have no real beef with the 49ers. So I'm like, I don't know.
The Rams.
I do like Matt Stafford though. The Rams had opportunity after opportunity, and they just shot themselves in the foot. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your power rankings, but this is the type of game where I don't even really knock them too hard for losing because they still show they were clearly the better team in this game. They just couldn't get it done at the end.
But it's like, bro, with the blocked kick, the fumble, the other fumble that was not a fumble, it's like, bro, the Rams had
that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
What?
That's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I forgot Jimmy Garoppolo was on the Rams.
I forgot he was still in the NFL. We were talking about him earlier.
Yeah, Mac Jones, 4th QB since 1950 to win first 3 games for the 49ers.
All right, well, anyway, y'all. Dude, John, honestly, I get it. I say I know which teams and which teams I like and which teams I don't in pretty much every sport. One team I don't like is the Oklahoma City Thunder for basically the same. And I'm not even from Seattle, so it must feel like even worse for you. But every time the Thunder play, I root against them for the same reason that you root against the Rams. So I understand. You don't as much hate the players as much as you hate the owner. And I know Clay Bennett doesn't own the. I don't think he owns the. I think they've been sold since then. I don't know, but maybe Clay Bennett does still own the Thunder. I don't know, but it doesn't really matter to me. Like you're rooting against Kroenke, but I understand where you're at. I really do.
And Kyron Williams, bro.
I'm just man. The Rams should have won that game. There's no real reason why the 49ers won that game other than just like the Rams choked.
This is a game where it's like the 49ers did not deserve to win, but they deserved it more than the Rams did.
Well,
because the Rams shot themselves in the foot.
I don't know about that. I think the 49ers, there's been lots of teams that win games that deserve to win less than the 49ers here. But like the 49ers definitely didn't decisively win anything here at all in any way, shape, or form. The Rams definitely deserved to lose though, like the way they just like let that slip through their fingers.
It's like, bro, the Rams, they honestly should have blown the 49ers out.
Yeah, honestly, like the way that game was going, like this game should have ended like the Rams putting up over 30 and the 49ers like, you know, this game should have, the way it was going, honestly, my score prediction should have been about right, like maybe even a little higher, like, you know, Rams, like this game should have been like Rams 35, 49ers 20 or something like that, but it ended up with the 49ers winning, so.
I'm all for the Rams losing, but like, bro, I just don't like the 49ers more than I don't like the Rams. I never thought I was ever say that. I actually liked the 49ers a couple years ago.
I mean, I don't really care that much about either team. I do like Matthew Stafford. It's hard to root against Matthew Stafford. Even when like I even said when we lost the Super Bowl, I'm like, man, if we were gonna lose to anybody, I'm just glad it was Matthew Stafford. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I mean, I don't want to lose, and I was definitely upset that we lost, and you know, I definitely was very upset that we lost to Jalen Ramsey of all fucking people. But
yeah, he's not that good no more.
Yeah, and I so desperately wanted Eli Apple to bring that ring home, you know.
I didn't. Now that I'm not gonna lie, me rooting for the Bengals is painful because I don't know how to root for Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Even though I hate Eli Apple's guts, like I didn't hate him as much as when he was with the Saints. To be honest, I didn't even know who he was when he was with the Saints. But then he just said how New Orleans is garbage city, New Orleans is garbage food, Saints fans are terrible. And it's like, bro, shut your damn mouth. You know none of that is true.
New Orleans has garbage food. Like what New Orleans was he living in?
Like, bro,
I've never even been to New Orleans, and I know New Orleans has amazing food.
Like, you know you're lying through your teeth, bro. I don't know what food you were eating, but nah.
He must have been eating. He must have gone to a swamp and thought that was the food.
I guess, because like, bro, and then also like Equanimous St. Brown said the same thing about how our food's overrated. It's like, bro.
Okay, nah. Now again, I've never been to New Orleans. I don't know. I'm more willing to accept that maybe somebody thinks the food is overrated. Maybe you're like, oh, I like people talk about how great the food is here. I don't think it's really that great. I've never eaten the food in New Orleans. I mean, it seems like the type of food I would like. I don't know, but you know, maybe that guy thinks it's overrated. I think that's a fair thing to say. But to say it sucks is like I said, I've never even had the food, and I know that that's wrong.
Yeah, like the thing is, like it depends on what you like. For example, I don't like jambalaya, so obviously the jambalaya I'm not gonna like, and I don't even like gumbo, so obviously I'm not gonna like New Orleans gumbo. But it's like, look, just to say that our food flat out sucks, it's like.
Look, any place that graces the world with beignets should be celebrated for culinary achievements and given a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, I mean, bro, we got some great beignets though.
I've never had the pleasure. All I know is every time I have a beignet, like anywhere else, I think it's amazing. So I'm just like, man, I wonder what it's like having one in New Orleans.
Bro, I had like beignets like once or twice, and they slap. Like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna get messed up with all that sugar, but they slap. And especially New Orleans bagels. Like, I know bagels aren't really from New Orleans like that, but like New Orleans, we've been making some fine bagels too.
Well, one of these days, maybe sooner rather than later, me and my wife have always wanted to take a trip down to New Orleans. So when we do, I'll have to ask you where's a good place to eat.
Okay, I know some good places.
Yep. All right. Well, anyway, that's it. 49ers take the game, and that was a really entertaining game. I wish I'm kind of done with the overtime. Like I'm not saying I don't ever want overtime ever again. I'm just like I'm overtimed out at this point. So
yeah, I feel that.
So anyway, that's gonna be it for us tonight. But I'll leave y'all as always. Oh wait, did you have anything other like podcast wise you wanted to talk about, Mikey? Like anything going on with the Saints?
Just check out the Hurricane Mike show tomorrow night, or well, probably around 5 o'clock Central Time, where we're gonna be predicting these games for Week 5, and then on my channel on Sunday at 12 o'clock Central Time, we got the Saints game.
You better have the same
and before
predictions.
that, we got the Saints pre-game going on, and after that, we got the Saints post-game going on. We're gonna be live Central on Sunday.
Yeah. Come to my channel where I'm gonna watch the Bengals play the Lions and be sad, and then not do a post game because fuck that.
Don't forget to send me my paper bag though. I need that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I made one for myself in solidarity, so we'll be paper bag buddies.
I need my paper bag.
Okay.
Cause I'm sorry, wearing a trash bag ain't gonna cut it all the time. And yes, I have worn a trash bag before because of the Saints.
Yeah, I agree. Stan Kroenke's a dick. I agree with you on that one, John.
We end the show, bro. My leg just fell asleep on me.
Yeah, I'm hungry. So, yep, I'll leave y'all as always with a hooday.
Who that?
Yeah, hungry. So, yep, I'll leave y'all as always with a hooday.
Who that?
Yeah. All right. I will next week I will come prepared with the predictions.